Alright, should be live. I'm not going to post on Discord because, to be entirely honest, I'm not going to give my all in this stream. I'm not going to post on Discord. I am going to phone this in. It's late. No one has any reason to be here, not even me. So, let's just start this shit up immediately. Bop, bop, bop. I'm not enthused to do this. I don't want to stream tonight. The only reason I'm here is because I feel like I have to actually get through this game at some point. I'm so... I not only have no motivation to stream right now, I have no motivation to play this game. I'm so done. I'm so bored with it. But I've got to get through it. So we're streaming tonight. I might try to finish it. We're gonna just start from the beginning. Welcome to Georgia's first city. Delete any progress made after this point, but retain progress up to this point. Do you want to rewind? Yes, please. I'm so bored with this game. I'm so done. I just want it to be over with. So when the stream crashed last time, I finished drinking that skinny margarita. And as it turns out, of the margaritas, that was the best margarita. I tried the pineapple margarita, and it tasted pretty good for, like, the first flavor. And then the middle flavor was just terrible. It just tasted like crap. It tasted like a fart. And then the aftertaste was pretty good. It was pretty pineapple-y, so that one kind of sucked. And then the last one was just bad the entire way through. It was the pink lemonade margarita. No part of it was drinkable. The entire thing was awful. And it had vague hints of dirt. Tasted a little bit like literal dirt. So that sucked. So we got the last two. We got the Mexican mudslide and the pina colada. And they say serve over ice, so I've got a big old cup of ice. I'm going to use the same cup, I think, for both. I've got a lot of ice in here. It's a lot of ice. So I think I'm going to use the pina colada because chocolate is a heavier flavor. So I'm just going to dump some pina colada in here. We'll see how it goes, alright?
Can't I just hold it?
Not now, Clementine. Maybe later, okay?
Okay.
Alright, let's
How's
try
the
this out,
meeting?
pina colada.
His leg's pretty bad.
I'm fine.
You're not fine. You need to rest. He needs to rest.
I am not a pina colada fan, by the way.
Kenny, how much farther to the riverfront?
There should be just a few more blocks up ahead.
And there'll be boats there?
There sure as hell better be.
There'll be boats. Have to be. Have to be. It's going to be okay.
There we
He knows
go.
what he's doing.
I was making fun of that Evangelion ad for clothes, but the more I looked at it, started saying that great dress Ray has is nice and I want that dress now.
Maybe this city's not so dead after all.
Keep
All right.
moving. No
We've
one's
poured
ringing
the
that
pina
bell.
colada.
It's automatic. On a timer.
What kind of church bell goes off at 20 past the hour?
We have a pina colada now. You know what I was thinking?
Someone's up there!
This has
Are you sure?
only
I don't see
been
anything.
3 months into the apocalypse.
I know what I saw. I'm telling you, there's someone up in that bell tower. Someone alive!
And already there is a cannibal farm and the whole Wellington
I
thing.
thought you said that thing didn't work.
Who the hell is this? Hello?
Like,
Hello?
this is way too much damage for 3 months into an apocalypse. Then you start to notice the thing they're advertising. Yup. Alright, here we go. Pina colada. Also, welcome,
was
mate. How are
that?
you doing?
Is someone trying to fuck
I
us?
have no
It
energy,
sounded more like a warning.
and I do not want to do this. I do not want to play this
Ask
game.
not
I have
for
no
whom
interest
the
in
bell
streaming
tolls.
tonight.
What are you
I'm gonna
yammering on
phone it
about?
in this whole night.
It tolls for thee.
I don't know if I hate that or not. I'm gonna be honest, that wasn't terrible. Oh yeah, also Chuck talking in
Oh shit!
poetry is not helpful in
Follow me!
this scenario. A "we should run" would have been more helpful than Chuck being like, "Oh, look!" Like, he doesn't even tell us they're zombies. I'm aware I said this last time we streamed, but that recording won't exist anymore. Neither will me talking about all those margaritas, but I reviewed them anyway, so I don't give a shit. I don't feel bad for distracting you.
Kitty!
Little too close, don't you think?
No! Ben! Help her! God damn it!
Alright, I'm convinced that one can't be harmed.
Get her the hell out of here. I'll catch up with you.
Because sometimes I feel bad just making you read
Move
whatever
your
random
asses!
shit pops in my
River
head,
Street's
but I
right
won't
up
tonight.
ahead. That's not
Yeah,
all.
there's no energy. I almost
Oh, give me a fucking break!
want to
hell's Chuck?
just finish the game tonight. Like, all the way.
Shit, he's in trouble. We gotta help him. There's no time. We gotta go now. I'll be fine. Just go.
So, I'm gonna be honest with this pina colada. It's not bad.
I'll get the door.
This might be the best one so far. It's got a very heavy alcohol taste to it. It's very strong.
You okay?
Yeah.
You've
Probably
opened up the
too
wound.
strong. It kind of overpowers the pina colada.
It's gonna get
But
infected. We've got
the
to
actual
get inside.
coconut and the
Clean
ice
them
is a
up.
pretty nice blend.
Kenny,
This one
how's
might
that
actually be
door coming?
drinkable.
I'm working on it.
We'll work faster, would you? Won't be long before those things outside figure out where we went. You know they can smell blood.
Let me see if I can find us a way.
Now, fun fact, without a moth flying directly into my coffee, we've almost completely caught up to where we just were.
How's he looking?
I'm all right.
You're not.
Hey,
alright.
Degla, what's going on? I'm
Opened
phoning
your
this one in.
wound,
How are you doing
using
tonight?
blood, and God only knows what might have gotten in
I got
there.
pina
It
colada.
could be infected.
I
could
bought it
be-
for
No
$1.
offense, but you really need to work on your bedside manner.
Try not to worry. It always looks worse than it really is.
Except when it's a bite.
Yeah, well, it's not a bite. We're gonna get you fixed up.
Just get us inside.
Yeah,
the
without
house,
a without a moth flying directly into my coffee
Yeah.
or
Thanks.
a 20-minute conversation about who are the most influential mangaka, we've gotten almost exactly where we just were in 40 minutes of playtime.
Do you think the dead people saw us come back here? Are they going to find us?
You're all right? That's good to hear.
Try not to worry. Even if they saw us, they can't get in here.
We did. Why can't they?
We're a lot smarter than they are. They're just like dumb animals.
A moth flew into my friend's
Yeah,
ear
of
before.
course.
Oh, did he get it out?
One night he figured
Did they
out
get it
how to
out?
Open the door to his cage.
Because if that, oh, if you get a moth just stuck in there,
I don't think this is quite the same, Clem.
I think I had a fly go in my ear once. He was going nuts and had to go to the hospital.
Just stay away from the gate.
Yeah, I had a
I'll see if I
fly
can
go in
get
my
us
ear
inside the
once.
house.
You go insane. You go absolutely crazy. They had to drown it in his ear. Oh, that's awful. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't go to the hospital. I'm not... It might have died on contact.
About what happened back there on the street.
I know. I don't know what happened. I just froze up. Hasn't that ever happened to you?
Just hear what I'm saying to you. You put that girl in danger again.
Bren Dallas, he went crazy. I
Won't
think the
be
cops
walkers you
came.
have to worry about.
I hear you.
Yeah, because it's like right against your eardrum. It is definitely maddening. I'll tell you that right now, because I am not, my fly, it wasn't like a whole big production, like I didn't have to go to the hospital, I think it was smaller. I'm not sure if it died or not. It just flew in there, and it was like buzzing for like 3 minutes, and then nothing. Watching TV next to his open window. Yeah, see, that's why I nail all of my windows shut. I live in a void of utter blackness, and there is nothing beyond these.
How do you think Kenny's holding out?
I don't
Always
know.
have a screen on your window. That is correct. That is, yes.
Definitely doesn't want to talk about Katya and Duck. At least not.
See, I don't do well with bugs. I have a bug problem.
Own way.
So,
Think we can get in through one of these windows?
Man, I
there
don't
you
think
go.
so. Whoever owns
Always
this
have
place
screens
had
on my windows, if
Yeah,
my windows can
looks
even
pretty
open.
Solid. I'm gonna go check things out.
All right.
Ugh. 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 I don't know if this window has a screen on it. I'm pretty sure it does. The problem with, like, screens is, like, it'll prevent, like, bigger things from getting in, but they can still get in through, like, your drains, and... they can still get in through your, like, drains, and they can, like, sometimes get in when you, like, open doors and stuff. In Oregon, I live with my stepdad. Forgot to check the room when I first moved in. Had gnarly spiders crawl in on me in bed at night. This first night.
How's it coming? Found a way in yet?
Doors locked up tight.
Yeah, that
Too
sucks.
heavy to force
When
without
I was
making a whole
young,
lot of noise.
cleaned the
Maybe
whole
there's a better way in.
room super
Well,
gnarly
if
next
there
morning.
is, I ain't seen
I
it.
lived in Nolens when I was younger, and that place is just, it is just Roach Central. If you have not lived in a Nolens ghetto, you do not know what a roach infestation looks like. There are so many roaches. You cannot turn your head without looking at a cockroach. And it's these like little tiny German ones, and there's thousands of them. You like go to like open a cupboard, there's like 30,000 roaches in there, right? You look at your walls, 30,000 roaches. Roaches all over the walls, roaches all over the floor, roaches all over the ceiling, just roaches everywhere. They're little processions of roaches putting on little roach marching bands, because that's also a Nolens thing. So many roaches. And that's if you're lucky. Sometimes there's spiders. But the spiders in Nolens, you get two kinds of spiders. You get the brown recluse spiders, which have an incredibly caustic bite, which eats through your flesh and just causes your limbs to fall off. And they're tiny little brown shits. And then you've got the wolf spiders, which are less poisonous, but they're the size of your fucking hand, okay? And then you have the most terrifying of the... Oh, and then fleas. There's fleas everywhere. I remember I used to play in a ghetto-ass abandoned building with the neighborhood kids when I was a kid. And it was just covered in fleas for some reason. It was every time you go there, you just get beset by endless fleas. But the most horrifying things... They have the American palmetto bug, the American cockroach. These fuckers are like this big. They're like wolf spider sized. But in Nolens, they fly. Those fuckers will fly at you. And their wings sound like the fucking trumpets of God coming in to usher in the apocalypse. It's like... It's hell. It's hell. That city is hell. Anyway, I don't do well with bugs, is what I'm telling you. So, yes. There's a lot less bugs where I live now.
You think maybe someone's still inside?
Nah, we'd have heard from him by now, all the racket we're making.
Talking about Nolens,
was here,
never mind,
good
don't plan
job
going there.
fortifying.
Don't.
Nice place
It's
to hole
awful.
up.
Well, okay,
Just
if you
figure out how to
want
get in.
to partay, and you don't mind the chance of possibly dying, Mardi Gras Bourbon Street is possible.
Hey, how you holding up, man?
Lee, I appreciate
But that's about the only time you would ever go.
My feelings right now is gonna help us
Get yourself some king cake,
Maybe you
get
should
some
have a look around. See
beignets,
what you can find.
get really drunk. You got some topless ladies, you got beads, you got alcohol, you got shirtless men. You get shirtless ladies and shirtless men in Mardi Gras. Because if you piss on the street in New Orleans, they will arrest you. So they give you this option that you can either wipe up the piss or you can go to jail. And so what a lot of guys will do is they'll wipe up the piss with their shirts. So you'll just see discarded piss shirts on the ground. It's good times. Good times. It's also worth noting that Nolans works on like Napoleonic code and like has a really weird open carry law, which is you can basically carry any weapon you want, but you have to do it openly. You cannot conceal it. There might be concealed licenses. I was very young. I don't fully remember the laws behind this. But yeah, so you'll see people walking down the street sometimes with just broadswords just straight up strapped to them, which these big-ass guns are sometimes. It's crazy. It is crazy goddamn bullshit. In New Orleans, you can drink alcohol if you're underage, provided your guardian gives it to you. So you can see like little kids with these giant ass beers. It's nuts. That's about the only time you'd go there. But be aware that there is open gang violence and gang wars. So you may also just die. Cost of doing business, I say. Friend in Oregon had a HBO spider on his wall. We caught it, and it was the craziest spider I'd ever witnessed. Oh, a hobo spider? I don't know what a hobo spider is.
Looks like there's some kind of pet door here.
When my friend was over, a spider on my window. When I went to open it, it looks like a big black fuzzy. When I screamed and made him get rid of it. Thankfully, spider didn't seem to want to be here either. Just jumped in the cup. See, that was probably a wolf spider.
The dog wears a collar with a chip in it, so the door only opens when the dog gets close to it.
Bullshit. Every day's a school day.
I think England also has laws like that with alcohol.
All right, so
France, I believe, has a really low drinking law, too. It's like, I think 16, unless it changed. I think I remember that from French Club. Or at the very least, you can drink wine at a young age, because wine's not alcohol. Because it's France.
Not thirsty enough to drink that yet.
Anyway, it's hell. That city is hell. Good food, though. Let me tell you what.
Been too easy.
Let me tell you what. You can get some good-ass food at Nolans. You go to, like, a shitty convenience store, and they'll be like, you want some, like, spiced prawn? And you're like,
Hey,
yes, and you'll get it, and it'll be like, here, it comes with this spicy potato, and you'll be like, this is the best goddamn convenience store food I've ever had. You know what? That's another reason to go there. Okay. Nolans is a vacation location. It is not a place where you would want to live.
Clem, go over and sit with Krista and Obi, okay?
But I want to...
Just do what I say, okay?
Wine isn't alcohol. It smells terrible like alcohol. I like wine. I enjoy a nice glass of the wine occasionally. I don't stock wine. I don't carry wine on me. It turns to vinegar very quickly if you open it, so you kind of got to keep it cold. Or
okay, that is not cool.
in a wine cellar, and I don't own a wine cellar.
Are you okay?
I know I give the projection of someone. Like, I put out that aura, that feeling that I'm someone who possesses a wine cellar, but I'm afraid to say I do not, in fact, own a wine cellar. I won't ever attempt to drink alcohol. Like, when I got a box of Arizona tea, I drank like 4 yesterday, and today I had to stop myself after 2. They're just so good. So yeah, I fear that would happen if I drink alcohol. It probably depends on the alcohol. I drink vodka because it tastes like shit.
Yes! God damn!
If that makes sense. So it gets you where you're going, but it's very easy to stop because you don't want to drink any more of it.
Looks like it's been empty a while.
Every time you sip it, you go, ugh.
Whatever you're gonna do it fast.
Okay, let me see if
I
can reach up in.
do not, look, I'll tell you this, I don't own a wine cellar.
It's no good. I can't get it.
Here, let me try. I think I can.
Clem, what do you see in there?
Have I ever lived anywhere with a wine cellar?
Ta-da!
Good job, Clem.
Yeah, way to go.
I'm trying to think if I've ever
You did.
lived in a house with a wine cellar.
Can we maybe have this conversation inside? My leg's starting to hurt like hell.
I don't think so, because I don't think I've
It's
ever
okay
lived
from
anywhere
here.
where you can have a
Everybody in.
basement. Have I ever lived above sea level? Wait a minute, I'm not sure I've ever lived above sea level. Do I live above sea level now? I don't think so. I think I live below sea level. I think that's why it's always flooding. I'm pretty sure I've never lived in a house with a wine cellar. Come to think of it,
Good.
I have lived in a few
Better already just
mansions,
being off
but
my
never one with a wine cellar.
So, when were you gonna tell us about the radio?
Tell you what.
That it's working. That there's someone else on the other end of that thing. You didn't think that might have been worth sharing with the rest of us?
I was gonna tell you. Kenny and I only found out yesterday.
So both of you were keeping it from the rest of us. Great.
Who gives a shit about the damn radio? I'm more worried about whoever it was out there ringing that bell and bringing the dead down on top of us. It's like they didn't want us to make it to the
Are you
river.
rich enough?
What
Because the
makes you
only
think
place
it's
I've seen
not
with a
the
wine
same
cellar are
person?
bougie ass rich
Whoever
people
was on
homes.
the radio was close enough to
You
listen
can
to, and we
actually.
didn't see anyone
I will say
else
this:
other
if
than the guy
your
in the
goal
Because that doesn't
is
make
to
a lick of
acquire
damn
a wine
sense.
cellar,
Why would they bring out the dead like that?
you
and then
probably
try
could
to
get
warn us
one
about it?
for less money
Since
than
there's
you
anything make
think.
anymore. In case you haven't noticed, there's a lot of twisted folks out there these days. At least the dead don't play games with you.
I think we could all use a little time to rest up and gather our thoughts, Kenny. At least until those walkers outside wander off and old meat's feeling.
Because you can actually get a
Best feel
mansion
better
for
quick.
less
I ain't
money
gonna wait
than
around
you
here too
probably
long.
think you can. If you buy it like an old mansion, they actually don't, like old mansions
seems secure,
from like
honestly.
100 years
Feel
ago
bad
or
when you know that
such
for sure.
don't
to
sell
check
for
the whole
probably
house.
as much as you think they would. Now, if you want like,
You and me will
you
take
want to
it
go to
upstairs.
LA,
You've got down
you want to
there.
go to like
Make
Silicon
sure you check
Valley,
every door,
you want to get one of
understand?
them, you want to get like a fancy ass like 6-story, you need an elevator and everything's gold plated and made of
What if there's
marble
another
and
locked door?
a butler comes by and wipes your ass every
enough for
5
one
minutes.
thing.
That's gonna
Why don't you
cost
just see
you
if
that's
Kristen
gonna
and
cost
me
you
need
millions.
anything,
But like
okay?
if you want just like
Okay.
if your goal is I need a mansion with a wine cellar, you can probably get it for relatively cheap if you're willing to buy an old sort of rundown fix me up kind of mansion. Only place I've been with something like a wine cellar was an old building that used to be a Prohibition bootleg building. Now it's an antique shop.
All empty.
Do they keep antique wines there?
Nothing. Water's off. No power.
No power.
Hope we never get desperate enough for food that
They
this
have
starts
wine
to
bottles.
advertising.
Oh, okay.
I'm not that hungry.
I've never had really fancy wine. I've never had any real fancy wine. I usually, cause here, I'm sure, like sommeliers and shit. My dog Walter. Oh, I feel bad about Walter. Oh, I want to give little Walter a hug now. Now I'm sad. Oh, I like doggies.
All cleaned out.
The bigger the dog, the more I like the dog. Get me a wolfhound, I'm on board with that shit, right? Ride it into battle. What the hell was I talking about? I was more amazed they had Victorian era dress and glass case. But yeah, I don't think I've ever had like really fancy wine.
This place out, left behind 2 bottles of whiskey. Looks like
It was never really high on my itinerary.
How's it coming?
Probably not the best idea right now. I need to stay frosty.
I need to stay frosty. I usually get my alcohol very cheap. Now, like, there's a place for pricey booze. But with the exception of, like, an occasional cocktail or something, you mostly just drink to get drunk or tipsy, right? Like, I don't know. Like, pricey wines are, like, for when you're being fancy. And I don't...
Okay?
I'm not super into the fancy
Have
vibe.
you checked all the rooms to make sure?
No, but
Family drinks beer, that's it. That's all I see in the drink. Beer is a lot like Monster, which is that they taste like crap, but you get used to them eventually.
How's the house looking?
Not done searching the first
They're very
floor yet.
acquired tastes.
So far,
Personally,
so
I
good.
never liked beer. I never got into beer. I always thought beer...
How's that
I never
cat?
got past the, ugh, this tastes like shit phase.
All right.
I feel you. Finding this house was a hell of a stroke of luck.
I'll like it a lot better when we know for sure it's safe.
I'll make
Anyone
sure
want to point out we met Omid and
Now it
Krista
feels
like
like just
5
we
minutes
need
ago, and now they're just
But
part of the
it's
crew?
starting to turn around.
I'd like to believe that. Really, I would.
Like, it was like 3 episodes ago, but like
do you guys
functionally
think
we have
about
known
this
these
plan,
people for
Kaz?
literal
The
hours.
guy's losing it. Look, Lee, I know he's your friend and all, but you need to be careful. That man is on the edge, and I don't know if I want to be around when he goes over it.
Kenny's solid. He's just been through a lot, that's all.
I hope you're right. For all our sakes.
Sit tight. I'll keep checking the first floor to make sure it's safe.
Spiced
Thanks, Lee.
cider. You know what I'm not a fan of? Rum. I don't like rum. I think rum tastes like crap. I also don't like whiskey. I don't like a lot of alcohols. They say if you puke on whiskey, you never drink whiskey again. I puked on whiskey. Oh my god, what a bad experience that is. The only time I ever drank so much I puked was whiskey, and it was rough.
Nothing hiding.
The most trusting zombie apocalypse characters. I feel like... Because the idea is you're supposed to just, like, buy into the conceit of the show, right? Or the conceit of the game, or the conceit of the work, basically, right? Like, this is the premise, you just gotta go along with it. And I sometimes have trouble doing that, I'll acknowledge that, because, like, especially if it keeps
All
running
clear
up
here.
against my suspension of disbelief, which is an issue that this game does constantly. Like, we met Chuck and Omid and Krista today. The sun is still out. And yet, all of a sudden, we're like, these are part of the groups. These are our people. And it's like, who the hell are these people? We just met them. We don't know anything about them. And then, like, Krista's like, oh, you were keeping all this from the group? And it's like,
What happened?
bitch, I met you 3 hours ago.
Nothing. Well, place ain't got much.
And,
We should be okay here for a while. At least until it quiets down outside.
excuse me.
Good.
Yeah, like three months, and already we have cannibalism farm and bandit. It just, like,
Yeah, now. But I'm really
there
worried
should have been, like,
about
a larger time skip. It should have been, like, I don't know, like,
meds while you were
a
gone.
year or 2 years or something like this. It's just, like, not
whiskey
believable.
back.
But the problem is that the whole idea of the
I was just
story
asking Clementine if she
requires
knows who the man
Clementine
on
to
the
be a
radio
young
is.
child.
It's okay, honey. You can tell us. Who is he? What does he want?
of, like, this exact age.
Go ahead, Clem. It's okay. You're not in any trouble.
So they have, like, all of these setups that just do not make sense, and I know I'm supposed to be buying into the premise, but it's just constantly smashing into my suspension of disbelief. I have so much trouble believing this world.
He really seems
Like,
nice.
in one
I
day,
think he
the
wants to
zombies
help
were,
us
like,
find
the
them.
most decayed things ever. The
Honey,
city's
trust me,
upturned,
that's not
constant
what
zombies, cannibals, roaming bandits. It's like, where is all of this coming from? How did Wellington form in 3 months?
It's
Like,
Kenny.
in 3 months, they kicked out all of the old people and children, built an entire wall full of corpses, and then they imploded in on themselves and all died and no one
He's
knew?
up there?
How did the cities collapse
I can't get him to
in
come
3
down.
months? It's a city. This is Georgia.
Stay here.
I understand that if anyone infected dies, they turn into a zombie, but like, how did the apocalypse spiral this far out of control this fast? Speaking of rum, I was once in school, had to write a paper of you'd be a rebel or a loyalist in the Revolutionary War, and I felt like it was a trick question, so instead I wrote about pirates and why pirates are cool. Okay,
Kenny.
I mean, what grade did you get?
Hey, man? Oh, Jesus. What the hell is that? Oh, my God.
He's passed. Nice.
Kinda looks like Duck, don't he?
It's just a kid. What the hell happened to him?
Ain't nothing on him. Guess he must have been hiding out up here. Starved to death.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know if I can, Lee. Couldn't do it before. Can't do it now.
I can't ask you to do this, man. I'll take care of it, like I did before.
Are you sure?
I guess we'll find out. Poor kid. Must have tried to hide out up here until he starved to death. Oh, this could have been Clementine if I hadn't found her when I did. I'm sorry.
Hell yeah!
We should
Damn good squishins.
I'll take care of it.
Got that juicy stuff, that squirt, you know, like them jelly-filled donuts. Oh, you know what? I might be into this pina colada. Something about how pirates were big in that era. Alright, can I be honest? I really don't give a shit about Zombie Boy. I don't understand. I think this is supposed to play off the fact that it's a young child, and you're like, oh man, the loss of this young child. But, like, can you imagine the amount of young children that have probably died in this apocalypse? Like, I feel like I'm supposed to care, but I just don't, and I don't know if it's... I don't know if I don't care because it's a failure of the game. I don't know if this is just me, or if it's because I'm a huge sociopath. But I just super don't care. Like, I feel like I said the same thing 10 years ago. Which is weird, because I'm more empathetic now than I was as a teenager, and I still do not give a shit. Like, it's making such a big ado about this, and it's like... It's a zombie. I don't... One thing I remember I wrote was something like, rebels threw tea into the harbor, but pirates didn't care. Their diet consisted of rum. I don't... I think the funniest way I've ever heard it phrased is that they turned the harbor into tea.
Hey! Hey! Who are you? What the hell do you want from us?
Lee, what's going on?
I saw someone standing there by the fence, watching us.
A walker?
No.
I like how it's like, you told the truth.
Like
If
a
it's,
bat
if
of
it's
a hell
not
with a spot.
actively detrimental,
Was
so
it a
we'll hide
man or a
that.
woman?
Didn't get a good enough look.
It was a
Doesn't
man.
matter.
I'm wondering if it's the same guy who's been following us. The guy on the radio.
Kenny?
I'm fine. I just...
If you ask me, beer is no different than
What's all the
piss.
ruckus?
That stuff will never get you drunk. A real
saw
man
someone
takes rum.
watching us from
But if you
outside
can't
the
keep
gate.
up with a
What?
woman, that's
Who?
okay. Though I would like to put you in a dress and
You ran
put some
off
nice
before I could
ribbons
get a
and
good
take you
look.
out for
I don't like this one
for a
bit.
night of
Not
dance.
one bit.
Me either.
I believe
Walkers are one thing, but the
in
thought of being out
German,
there actually stalking us.
they
All right,
call
that's it.
beer
We've stuck around here long enough. It's time to get
Pisswasser
back
or
on
something like
track.
that, which is
Time
just
to
like
get down
German
to the
for
river
piss
and
water.
Find ourselves a boat.
Which is
I don't
also,
know
I
if
think,
we'll
the
need
name
to
of a brand of
alert
beer
me.
in
Well, you better
GTA
get ready,
4, but I'm
because going
pretty
down
sure
to
that
River
comes
Street
from a
right
German
now to find
phrase.
a boat. And as soon as she's ready to go, we're moving out.
We only checked the house to make sure it's secure. We didn't really toss the place.
We'll remember
Low
that. No,
on
they
food,
won't.
Water, meds, ammo. We should make sure there's nothing here we can use before we move out.
Well, you search it if you wanna. I'm done with this house. We came to this city to find a boat, and that's just what I'm gonna do.
Maybe it's not such a bad
That's a
idea
quote from
to
Black
check the place
Lagoon.
one
I
more-
said I'm done with this house.
We can do both. Ben, you take one last look around the place. Grab anything that looks useful, while me and Kenny go down to the river to get us a boat.
Wait, can't I come?
Who
My mom and Dad can't
who
be
said
far
that in
out.
Black Lagoon?
Maybe we can look for them on the way to the river.
We need to focus on finding a boat right now, Clem. Like we talked about on the train, remember?
Okay.
Daylight's burning. Gonna go grab my gear, then we'll head out.
Come on, Clem.
Oh, I think Black Lagoon is actually coming back. The manga is. Hey, I want everyone to just very clearly look at all these boarded up windows. Who do you think? If you...
I'm worried about Omid. He's in bad shape.
It was Revy?
I
Gotcha.
need you to stay here. Keep an eye on him.
He's got Krista for that.
If it comes to
Honestly, it's kind of hard to tell sometimes with Black Lagoon characters.
Clementine in the same house. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. You can count on
It also could have been like Shenhua or Bellalaika. Although, I guess Bellalaika is probably more of a vodka drinker. Black Lagoon, who said that? I think every character at some point. But yeah, I think Black Lagoon's manga's coming back. Which is interesting, because from what I've heard, the mangaka makes more money making porn than Black Lagoon, so... Keep an eye on Omid. Shinhwa also speaks in broken English. That is true. Good point. that is a little too kept together for her, I guess.
Keep your eye out for Chuck. He might be waiting for us around here.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, I'm gonna be honest.
Son of a bitch.
We're about to
That
encounter the
bastard's
Molly
fucking
scene.
with us again.
We are
It's another
gonna
trap.
reload
Listen,
as many times as it takes
this one's further off.
for me to beat
Whatever it is,
Molly's
it's gonna get your head
asshole
moving
in.
over there.
What in the hell is going on?
I have no idea, but someone must be ringing those bells.
Whatever, man. I find whoever's doing that, I'll ring their mother.
I literally have a note to cheat on how to cheat. Like, I have... I have instructions to use cheat engine in this scene.
Still nothing moving behind us. I think we're... Oh my god.
How did these boats end up on the
There's
harbor?
gotta be a boat. There's gotta be.
Watching Helsing's park,
Are you sure about that? Doesn't look like it to me. Maybe we need to start thinking about a plan B.
This is the plan. It's the only one we've got, and you pissing on it in front of everyone like you did back at the house ain't exactly helping. Well, screw you. I ain't giving up that easy.
Brother and I were watching Helsing's Pork Comes Up, where two vampires speak in a super British accent. They were like, "Bloody hell, who this fucking cock? You fucking dead." And my brother just said, "Oh yeah, I forgot this show was in Britain."
This one might still be salvageable.
Seriously?
You got a better fucking idea? I'll check it out. You look further along the waterfront. Maybe there's something at the other end.
I don't think we should split up too far.
We don't have to. See that telescope? You can see all the way along the waterfront from right here.
You watching the
See what you
original
can
or
find.
Ultimate?
Okay.
My ice is melting, actually. This is a bit of a problem.
And a newsstand.
I might have to get more ice at some point.
It's an old cash register. Not much use these days.
Original? Gotcha.
An abandoned newsstand.
Alright, no, but seriously? Molly is investigating this when she comes into the scene.
What are these markings?
Why in the
All
hell?
over the place.
Why in the hell? Which also, I just want to say, the idea that Wellington created an entire coded language to tell you about how many zombies are inside of a building, got it around all of their members, kicked out all of the children and the old people, and built the death wall, is impossible. You would never get a bunch of adults to learn a coded language in 3 months.
Looks like the whole city has been boarded up.
I see Ultimate all the time at Walmart, but I never get it because the only money I have right now is for Soul Hacker Steel. Oh. I remember when Ultimate was coming out and everyone was talking about it.
Looks like it's still intact.
It was like one OVA a year or something. It was a very slow, sometimes two. It was a very slow drip.
Gas siphoned, tires removed, engine parts.
But yeah, I
missing.
might need to get some ice
Looks like
soon.
This thing has been stripped clean.
We can't live in mansion set.
Must have been a hell of a wreck.
They're movies, yeah, because they're each one is like an OVA of like 1 hour. So
Someone must have been trying to back their boat into the water. Only things didn't go as planned.
No, I mean, I don't blame you. I'm keeping some money in my pocket for Soul Hackers also. So. Sorry, each episode is an hour and 20 minutes. They're movies.
Not exactly a welcome banner.
I think movies have to have a full theatrical release. I'm not fully sure the difference of an OVA and a movie. I think you need a full theatrical release for a movie. I know there are some OVAs that get theatrical releases, but they're limited. So I think a movie needs a full release. I think that's the difference between a OVA and a movie. I mean, some OVAs are obviously on disc or something, but I'm talking about the ones that get, like, theatrical releases. Like, the new, Walking Dead... No, Walking Dead Hiroaka OVAs are supposed to be getting limited theater runs.
What sick bastard did this?
Although, as pointed out, it's just so the company can say that they're making OVAs and not movies. Like, they're just trying to, like, mind control you. Into thinking that they're not wasting all of their time on movies that nobody wants. Also pre-ordered Soul Hackers, but GameStop only takes $5 when you pre-order and then you pay the rest on release. I actually have considered pre-ordering it because you get, I think, like, the Phantom Thieves outfit. If you get, I mean, I don't want to get the, like, $90 one. I'm thinking about getting, like, the $70 one, where you get, like, the Phantom Thieves outfit and the story DLC. Because I want to do the story DLC, but I don't think I need all of, like, the booster items or some shit. Evil Dead 2 is an OVA because it was released direct-to-video to avoid MPAA. Well, it's not animated.
Great. Needs a quarter to work.
Why does ice melt so fast? Oh, right, because it's 80 degrees. Trying to save my air conditioner. So I have it set to only go off when it's like 79 or something. So it's like it's been super hot in here during this heat wave. I'm like melting. I don't know. All I know is on launch, you get cards of the main characters. You don't get that for digital, I don't think.
Fuck!
What's up with the boat?
It ain't gonna work. Hull's cracked beneath the waterline, plus someone stripped out the battery.
You can't fix it?
What the hell is that?
A fate worse than death. Abandoned, like every other place in this
I like
city.
pre-order from GameStop and have confirmation that 1, I'm getting a copy and they won't fuck up, and 2, on release and not like a week later, Amazon. I've never had issues pre-ordering from Amazon, actually. Whenever I've had to buy hard copies. But it's released on Steam, so I don't need to worry about that.
Plenty of docks, no boats.
Alright, here we go. It's game time.
The way that one sounded.
I don't know why I decided to start drinking before the Molly scene. This is the only scene I care about in the entire game.
Can't imagine how many people.
This is what we're doing it for.
When the city started to fall.
If anything, I shouldn't have started drinking alcohol. I should have gotten like a Monster or shot myself up full of caffeine or something. I should have done steroids.
What the hell?
You know, honestly, if steroids didn't rot your brains and they were legal, I would totally love to do a shit ton of steroids.
Get down. Get down.
Like, I wish I could do steroids, you know? But yeah, they rot your brain and they're illegal, so you can't do them. But
Why the hell are we hiding?
How cool would it be to just be like super ripped and not have to do anything? I mean, you'd still have to work out, okay, obviously, because you can't just take the steroids and like then do nothing. You still have to work out.
We didn't come here looking for trouble.
Yeah, well, it seems to have a way of finding us anyways. Look,
What's the goal? Beat Molly's ass? That's it. That's the only goal.
Who's been messing with us? If he is,
I'll reload. I'll use cheat engine. I'll do anything.
You head up the middle of the street. I'll go around the side, cover your flank. We'll come up on him quiet, take him by surprise.
Quickly move cursor to middle left, upper middle.
Oh, we're gonna talk.
Okay, here we go. This doesn't even make sense. This is a newsstand. Do you ever think about that? What the hell is Molly even doing? And then she, like, psychically knows you're here and then ducks down and then just disappears.
What the?
Hell yeah! Eat a dick!
Lee?
So apparently Clem's reaction to this is different depending on how violent you've been. If you've been super violent, she just kind of whispers it. But if you haven't been violent before, she, like, screams. She's like, Lee?
Crawford.
Crawford? What the hell are you talking about?
Mind if I get up?
Slowly.
Eat a dick, Molly.
Kenny, don't! No, he's with us!
He was gonna whiff anyway.
Who the hell are you people?
Everyone just calm down.
I'll calm down once she tells me who the fuck she is.
Back off, asshole. The name's Molly.
Molly, I'm Lee. This is Kenny and Clementine. We're not looking for any trouble.
Hi.
I don't even remember what I was
You
saying.
guys really aren't from Crawford, are you?
I don't even know what that is.
Everything beyond that barricade.
Crawford, sorry, Wellington was from 2.
Happened here?
You sure you want to know? When everything started going to shit, some people got together and sealed off that whole neighborhood. Folks willing to do anything to stay alive, stop the dead getting in. I try to avoid them.
Why?
Let's just say they have a zero-tolerance policy for anyone who won't or can't live by their rules.
So how'd you know we weren't them?
Because there are no children in Crawford. Not anymore.
What do you mean, no children? Why not?
No children, no elderly, no one with an advanced medical condition. Basically, no one who might be a burden on the community. Crawford's all about the survival of the fittest. That's how they survive.
You know, they never explain how
The rest of the
Crawford
world gets
implodes.
shit around them.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
Too many
just the
pragmatists
opposite.
spoiling the broth or something?
What exactly did Crawford do with all these burdens? What happened to them?
Well, you met some of them already.
Fuck me.
Yeah. Anyone who got sick, anyone too old, anyone they figured wasn't strong enough to survive. To them, those people were just mouths to feed, a drain on their precious
I'm somehow
resources.
standing my controller up on its tips, and I don't know how this is possible. It should not be standing.
All this.
Everyone in Savannah knew what was going on inside Crawford.
Crawford is
got
just a
passed
shittier
around like
version of the
ghost
Ring of
story.
Gaia.
Except this one was true.
From... I think there's a bit of a ridge.
Was that you at our house this morning? Watching me through the back fence?
Hell no. Believe it or not, I've got better things to do with my time.
I think there's a little bit of a ridge right here.
Do you know who's been ringing those bells all over town?
Yeah, that would be me.
I knew it. Lee, I knew she was
Chaos
the one who'd
faction
been
and multiple
following us.
SMT games. Oh,
Fucking
gotcha.
with us.
Get that finger out of my face, Grandpa, before I jam it straight up your ass. I haven't been following you. I don't even know who the hell you people are.
Calm down, Kenny. The voice on the radio was a guy, remember?
Yeah, well, whoever you are.
Yeah, I think what's happening
ringing
is
those
the
bells this morning
screws
nearly got
in
us
this
all
right
killed.
here are acting as a little
Raised
bit of
the
a
dead all around
platform.
us.
And I
That's
think
the
it's
idea,
pulling against the
genius.
cord
It's why I
against
get
the
around.
bottom of my
Ring a
desk,
bell
so
in
it's
one
creating
neighborhood to
just
attract a local
enough.
geeks towards it. Buys me some time to scavenge the areas they cleared out.
No, it's not resting on the
Is that what you call
screws.
Yeah, you know.
It's
like
somehow
at the
resting on the
carnival,
flat
they'll eat
part of the
anything, alive or
controller.
dead.
That's pretty smart.
Hold on, let me test. I'm
Doesn't
gonna put the
take
cord
much
in the
to
other
outsmart the
direction and
dead.
see if this controller could just stand on its own.
You just gotta move fast. Get in and out before they start to wander back again.
Holy shit!
I'm gonna ask
It
you something
can!
again. You're not from Crawford, so who the hell are you? What are you doing here?
Came down here looking for a boat, hoping to get our people out of here and find someplace safe.
Yeah, good luck with that.
You're not gonna
Anyone
believe
with
this.
a
This
boat should get
controller
out of
can
here
just
as soon as
stand on a
they
flat
start moving.
surface.
Any that got left behind, Crawford stripped them for parts. Cars,
Wow! That's neat!
If there was, do you think I'd still be here? I've been over every inch of this city. This whole place is picked clean.
I wish I could show the camera this. This is awesome.
You want to keep your voice down?
Shit.
Since you're not getting on any boat, I'd advise you folks to go back to where you came from before... Great. Just
I mean, I'd pan the camera down, but I don't want anyone to get a glimpse of my turgid cock.
Isn't that the...
I do every stream with a
Sunshine
raging
must have brought
erection,
him
you
back.
see, that's...
Isn't there another way back to the house?
Here's some unintentionally funny designs of Ring of Gaia.
Is there another way out of here?
don't know, don't care.
So what the hell are we supposed to do?
I refer you to my previous answer.
But you have to help us, please.
Come on, make it fast.
Fuck me.
Come on, hurry!
Lee, come on!
Come on, man. One good jump.
Really, Kenny?
Hurry!
I'll look at the link when we're out of the action scene. And then I'll get more
Get your
ice.
ass out of there.
By the way, I just want to say, if you've ever used a manhole, it is super
Use that to
heavy.
pry it open.
Like, manholes are so heavy. They're like, what, 50 pounds or something? Because they're just like big chunks of metal. Down by the reeds. Down by the reeds. Lies the hero of a field, white Valverines.
Clementine, can you hear me? If you can hear me, just get back to the house, okay? I'll meet you there. Shit. Built solid.
So, apparently this is, they said in the achievement, this is Georgia's oldest city. And only really old cities have sewers you can walk in like this. Like, most sewers aren't designed to be walked through. Ew, stop touching the walls. Do you have any idea how gross that is? There's probably a billion roaches. Ew, he put his hand in the poo-poo water. Ew.
Half-eaten sewer rats. Walkers must be down here, too. Ain't touching that. Last thing I need is some god-awful disease.
Ew. I don't want to go to a sewer.
It's a drainage pipe.
Bum bum ba bum. Bum bum ba bum. Bum 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 bum.
That'd be the way out. There's no way I can take on all of those things by myself.
Next thing you know, giant Resident Evil spider come at Lee. I too was thinking, this is like a Resident Evil level. You gotta solve a Raccoon City puzzle. The creators of the city were really fond of puzzles.
I'm out here, and not in there.
God, could you imagine living... You know what? We always talk about the zombies in Resident Evil world, but you know what we never talk about? How inconvenient it has to be to have to be forced to solve a puzzle to go through any random door you encounter. Like, imagine living in Raccoon City. And it's like, oh, I gotta use the public restroom. Hold on, let me just collect the rubies from the nearby park first. That's another horror month thing, the original Resident Evil games on PS1. I've considered, we probably won't do 1, I don't really see much of a point at doing 1, but 2 and 3 are definitely something I've considered. You know what we never talk about? Sup, it's Alienware and their ugly-ass computers.
Here they come.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I just got the song from Fable 2. By the way, if I can stream off of console, if we get to Season 2 and I can stream off console, you best believe yo ass that we will be doing Fable 2 to kick off Season 2.
Oh my God. Chuck. He must have tried to hide out down here. Poor bastard.
Oh man.
Bullets.
Chuck seemed like a guy.
Himself. You deserve better, old man.
Is it one of the meme lines from the game? Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. I like how they changed gun to A, because they know it'll alert the enemies. So, they know you're gonna start mashing A, so they want you to alert the enemies, but haha! Joke's on you, The Walking Dead by Telltale.
It's just a sign.
It's just a sign. He's so mad about that.
No way I could pick that up on my own.
The ladder? Oh.
Looks like somebody saw the damn thing off.
And now, are you ready for another plot contrivance? We ran down a random sewer. Okay? Random sewer. Took 3 random turns.
Damn, I can't reach it.
No. No, we didn't even take... No, there was no other turns we could have taken.
What the hell? I definitely can't reach it.
We literally just turned the only direction we could down a random sewer grate, and bum bum bum. Old people nest. This game is actually kind of secretly written like shit.
The hell? Must have been one of those old nuclear fallout shelters. Wonder if someone's living down here.
Here, let's take this a look for real quick. Is this running in bordered full screen or in a borderless full screen? What the shit? Oh, what am I looking at here? Here's some unintentionally funny designs of Ring of Gaia. We've got Katana Man. We've got Spider-Man holding a shotgun wrong. We've got Monk. We've got naked dude covered in talismans. We've got Oni masked character on an Akira motorcycle wearing hockey gear. We've got a Henya mask. We've got another monk, but he's floating, but his legs aren't crossed properly. And then we've got just like a lady. These are yeah, these aren't great. Were these used? These aren't great.
Is this? That's right. This is the ultimate life form. Tyrant. Chris? Stop it.
I love that. Hold on. I want to hear that again. I want to hear that again.
Chris? Stop it.
I love that. Stop that. All right. The scene is great. The scene is great. I love how like Wesker, because it's really it's all on Wesker's voice actor, right? Because and I'm sure it's just explaining things everyone knows, but like Wesker's whole delivery is like, check this shit out. This is the ultimate life form, Tyrant. Oh, you're so fucked now. And then Chris starts laughing, and then he just the way he says stop it. It sounds like he's offended.
Chris? Stop it.
It's like he's disappointed that Chris is sandbagging his monologue. It's such a delight.
Chris?
Like the Chris is like so inquisitive. It's like, Chris? I was doing a villain monologue. What's going on?
Stop it.
Stop it. That's fucking great. Holy shit, I love it. He's so offended.
Look at all this. It's enough to keep people alive for months.
I like how there's like multiple people in the city and not a single one of them from underground or from above the sky are aware that Crawford has just imploded on itself. Like, no one figured it out.
Who are you? It's all right. It's okay. I don't want any trouble.
Neither do we. Which is why you'd do well to turn around and leave right now.
Look, I'm sorry I disturbed you folks. I'll just be going.
You can't let him leave. He's from Crawford. If he goes back there and they find out we're down here...
Are you from Crawford? They don't like
Realistically,
I know.
why would
Where else
Crawford
can he be from?
go looking for people? It doesn't mean... It sounds like Crawford has like a hunting squad to specifically kill old people. It's such a waste of resources.
Everywhere else around here is dead.
I'm not from around here. I'm from Athens. Grew up in Macon.
I have a brother in Macon. You were there? How was it? As bad as here?
I'm sorry.
Worse.
You can't trust him, Vernon. You can't let him leave.
What do you want me to do? Shoot him in the head?
Why not? Be more of a mercy than anyone from Crawford ever showed us. Think, Vernon. What do you think they'll do if they find out we're down here, right under their feet?
Damn it. You're right. I'm sorry, friend. Can't take the risk.
I'm not from Crawford, but I saw what they did up there. It made me sick. I'm not like them, and I don't think you are either. I think you're a good man.
Keep back, or I swear I'll shoot.
It's all right. It's okay.
Vernon, what the hell are you doing? Vernon!
Relax. I'm not here to hurt you.
You're really not from Crawford?
No, I'm really not.
Well, we are, or were. We got out of there when they started sealing
Looking
up
at it's just a sign of Resident Evil. It's a
We'd
sign
not
for a
sick in the
locksmith. The
old
letters
sort of
A, D,
perfect
and F are
survivor
scratched out Silent Hill.
society
It's a
wouldn't
sign.
be threatened.
This writing of blood. A
No
moon in the
room for
west and the sun in the
weakness
east when four maidens
ability
returned.
to
I'm not a
look
rescue Christ.
You don't look that old, so you're sick?
We're sick. We're all members of a cancer survivors group that used to meet here at the hospital. We're in remission. But that wasn't good enough for Crawford. They'd already rounded up 5 of us before the rest of us managed to hole up and hide from them down here. This old basement's been abandoned for years.
What is this? A morgue?
Yeah, irony's always high on my list when I'm looking for a place to survive. How did you find your way down here?
A few of us got boxed in by walkers up on the street. Came down here trying to get away. Now I just want to get out of here and get back to my own people.
Well, that sewer system you came through runs all over the city. It'll take you wherever you want to go.
So I want to talk about this choice for a second, right? It's a binary choice. It'll be I'll be fine on my own, or can you get someone to lead the way, or some shit like that. Basically, it's a choice of I want to go alone, or I want to be accompanied by something. The idea is that once Tenny gets the boat up and running, the old people steal the boat. This later leads them into being killed off in 400 days, but that doesn't super matter. The important point is the old people need to know the location of the mansion in order to take your boat from Ben or nobody or whoever you have still at the house later on, right? So theoretically, if you choose, I'll be fine on my own, you should be bypassing the old people knowing where you are, right? Wouldn't that make sense?
Thanks. I think I can figure out my own way back.
Vern, you're not just gonna let him go back out there alone, are you? Those sewers are like a maze. He's got no chance of finding his way back without a guide.
You're not gonna be able to get out of here
Nope.
on your own.
You don't get to. You don't get to avoid it. The game literally forces you into the tiny box just so the plot
Why
works.
should we help you?
I didn't ask for it!
Unless, is anyone in your group sick or injured?
See, there, all of a sudden, she's acting like you're the one who asked, even though you specifically said, oh, I don't, like, you could say literally nothing. Literally nothing. You could sandbag every choice, right?
Yeah. Got a man hurt pretty bad.
Beep! And then, without any prompting, even though I specifically chose to say nothing, Lee still inserts his own dialogue just for this scene to work.
You're not seriously considering going with him.
I took an oath.
Just contrivance after contrivance to just railroad you down this exact path. None of your choices mean anything. It's all pointless. It's like, why, what's frustrating about this is because it's avoidable. Because JRPGs have been dealing with this problem for decades now. The solution was found decades ago. They give you different dialogue choices that let you roleplay, but they all essentially say the same thing. People make fun of it and meme on it, but the idea is that you use dialogue choices to establish your character's character. Like, in this case, you'd be establishing the character of Lee Everett. And you get to flavor how Lee's personality functions based on Lee's character that you're establishing through through the dialogue choices. Like, people will joke on the answer being yes and yes but snarky, but that one snarky answer that in the dialogue choice at least helps characterize your character. So this has been solved by RPGs, not even JRPGs, like fucking Bethesda games do this at the same time. Like, this shit's in like Fallout 4 even. Like, they've solved this problem decades ago. They solved this problem in the fucking 80s. And that's where the frustration is. It's not like... If it was like, yes, and yes, but... then it wouldn't even be an issue. But it's yes, no, but then the no doesn't matter. They just railroad you onto yes anyway. Like, that's where the frustration comes from. Not the fact that your choices don't matter, but the fact that they try to pretend that your choices do matter, and they actively give you choices that don't matter. If they just didn't give you choices, like, if they gave you choices that don't matter in the first place, no one would care. It's the fact that they try to pretend they do, and then they go ahead with whatever the hell they want anyway. They shouldn't give you a choice. They should have just done this. The sewers go all the way to the city, but it's like a maze, so I'll lead you. There, I fixed it. See? That would have been a perfect solution, too. Yuren Amamiya is a cool natural leader who loves his friends. Yeah, well, Izaya Kamiya is a sarcastic asshole who also loves his friends. My Ren in my original playthrough was dumb as a doorknob. Just such a stupid idiot, man. Because there's like a weird amount of choices for the character to just be a complete moron, and I took every one, and it was super fun. I was a lot more boring in my second playthrough. But there, bam.
Molly?
Vernon's here, no choice.
Oh, hey, you made it back.
Who's this?
He didn't tell you about me? I'm the one who saved his ass back at the river. Who's the fossil?
So, if you lose the fight to her, I was wondering what she said. She says that she's the one who beat your ass, but now she's saying she saved your ass. Which, I guess she kind of did?
This is Vernon. He's a doctor. He helped me get back here after we got separated.
I think you have something that belongs to me.
I have to go wipe my face, hold on. Okay, I'm back.
Lee, thank God you're back.
Krista, what's wrong?
It's Omid. He's gotten worse. Much worse.
Is that the wounded man you told me about?
Yeah.
Who's this?
This is Vernon. He's a doctor.
Oh, thank God. You have to help us. Please.
I'll see what I can do. Take me to him.
Omid, honey, you're gonna be all right. Lee brought a doctor.
All right,
I see
let's
this
take a
tossed
look
around
at it.
occasionally. I think it's really stupid
I
because
work
both
better
games have
without an
nothing to
audience.
coming
I'm
on.
sure
It's
you
if
have more
SMT
things
was
of your
good and then
own
it's
to attend
Fallout. I guess because they're both apocalyptic. Because they're both apocalyptic RPGs.
Clementine.
That's the only thing I can think of.
Clementine? Clementine, you here? Clem?
The original Fallout controlled like complete garbage. It's like one of the most confusing game designs I've ever seen. You need the manual to figure out how to play Fallout 1.
Hello?
That's exactly why. But what other
What are
than
you
that
doing?
do they have in common?
Just poking around.
You won't find anything. We already searched the place.
Fallout 2 is pretty
You'd be
boring. I've never actually
surprised what
played
people
2.
miss. Trust me, I've been doing this for a while.
Where's Clementine?
Don't ask me, I'm not her keeper.
Hey, do I look like I'm in the mood to be jerked around? Where did she go?
Last I saw, she was downstairs with your redneck friend and that college kid who hangs around with him. Why don't you go bug them?
I don't
I
care.
heard how great it was. I tried it, got
Just wanna
bored, so I
find
quit.
Clementine.
I actually bought all of the like Fallout games for like $5.
Clementine?
I've been meaning to get around to them. I just
No sign of her in here.
I got so much on my plate. This is weird. I was starting to play Bravely Default 2. I hate the name of that game, by the way. I cannot tell you how much I hate the name of that game. Started to play Bravely Default 2.
Molly?
I told you, that girl isn't with me. Go ask your buddies and quit bothering me.
But I kinda got bored and switched to Codan Exiles. Fallout New Vegas, the only Fallout game I finished, and that I did the main quest and a bunch of side quests. New Vegas is good.
Clementine? You up there?
I prefer 3, but New Vegas is good. 4 is very,
Clementine?
very mediocre. Like, painfully 5 out of 10. That game has nothing good about it.
Clementine, you in here? Where is she?
I'm not sure I've ever fully seen a game with no positive aspects.
Clem's drawings. But where is she?
I was going to say Soul Hackers, but then I remembered, no, Soul Hackers actually has really good character designs, and that by itself makes it better than Fallout 5.
Clementine?
It's also got some decent tracks at the opening. I want Oblivion for PS3, but I'm afraid of the game's size. Yeah, that thing will fill up a PS3, I'm sure.
Rest later.
Oh, I forgot what the little drawing was. Aww. It's Lee burying a kid for some reason. I don't know. I cared more about the dog. I haven't played Oblivion in years. I'm almost a little afraid to go back to it.
Everything okay in there?
We're fine. Just leave us alone and let the doctor work.
We got to at some point, though.
Clementine! Come out, please!
Gonna look for a scan of the case to see what size is. Oh,
Kenny?
was gonna say I have it on my shelf, but I
you
stack
made
my
it
games
back.
vertically, so I
Good
think it might be
job.
too buried.
Good job.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
What does it look like?
Yeah, and they're alphabetized,
get
so
the
it's at the
box?
very bottom.
Found it. You want to throw down again like back on the train? Because I fight better when I'm shit-faced.
What the fuck were you thinking letting Kenny get like this?
Hey man, I tried, but he gave me a look like he was gonna rip my face off. He won't listen to you. You think he was gonna listen to me?
To hell with you.
Getting wasted's not gonna help anyone.
Yeah? Well, what is? We are fucked. Molly said there's not a single boat left in Savannah. No way out. We got walkers all around us, That crazy fuck on the radio messing with us. Hell, if now ain't the time for a drink?
Whatever. that epically disapprovingly look.
Have either of you seen Clementine?
Damned if I know. Gotta be around here somewhere.
Ben, how did Clementine sneak out of the house?
Hey, don't put all that on me. Omid took a turn for the worse, and Krista asked me to help. I'm sorry, I'm doing the best I can here.
Maybe I'll skip Oblivion.
She was frantic and things got kinda crazy. I told Clementine to stay put. What else could I do?
It's okay. I'm not mad at you. I just want to know where she is.
I think she went out to play in the backyard.
On her own? With no one watching her?
Man, will you get off my back? She's fine out there.
She better be, or it's your ass. Clementine? Clementine!
Okay, so if you talk to them, it actually kicks you out of the manor. That's interesting. You don't, like, look around anymore.
What the hell happened back here?
How much is 5,400 MB in gigabytes? A little under 5, I think? A little under 5. It's one because it's 1,000, right? 1,000 2 4 6 8, no 2 4 2 4 8 16 32 64 128 512 1024 megabytes to a gigabyte. No, 1,200. Right? Yeah, it's 1,000. It's 1,240, I think. Right? Oh, it says it's just 1,000. Is that true? Yeah, no, yeah, it's 1,024. It's 1,024. I was right. Yeah, it's 1,024. So 5,400 divided by 1,024 is 5.2734375 gigs. There's your answer. Did you hear the answer?
Lee!
What were you doing in there?
I don't know how much space I have,
what I
but I am a
found.
PS3 has 120 GB. That's 24 Oblivions.
Holy shit.
Swear.
It says at least, so it probably takes more. Oh, yeah, probably. Well, also, you wouldn't be able to fit 24 Oblivions on 120 GB either, because you also have to have, like, your operating system and all the other games and all that stuff.
Omid's doing okay?
As well as can be expected under the circumstances. I did what I could for him. Cleaned out the wound, but he's got a real infection. Running a fever. Without antibiotics,
Will you quit pacing? You're making everyone nervous.
Why are you even still here?
Hey, if your friend really can get that boat working, you're taking me with you as payment for saving your asses. I figure that's fair enough, don't you?
Okay, so Molly didn't really do that much in this scenario.
Well?
You want the good news or the bad news?
Let's get the bad news out of the way first.
Bad news is, she's not taking us anywhere the shape she's in right now. Gas tank's empty and the battery's dead.
So what's the good news?
That's it. That's all she needs. Some gas and a battery. Other than that, she's good to go.
Well, how are we supposed to get that stuff?
Sounds like Crawford is the one place that has everything we need. Maybe we should try there.
Now hold on a minute.
Surely we have to try. If there are people left in this city who are still alive, who still have supplies, what harm can it do to ask?
Trust me, you don't know these people.
Dragon 3, South Park,
Showing up
Nier,
with a
Catherine,
wounded
Steins
man,
Gate, Demon's Souls,
might as well put
Ghostbusters,
a
and use my
noose around
PS3
his
as a
neck.
PS1.
They don't exactly welcome children with open arms either.
What the hell kind of a place are we talking about here?
The worst kind? But I don't see what other choice we have.
And just how exactly do you figure we do this?
So my original
Because from what
answer
I've heard,
was, we take what we need by force, but I'm
They
going to
seem
try
exactly
changing to we
friendly
sneak
to
in, not that I think any of
Got
these
to be
plans will
some
work.
way we can sneak in there undetected.
There might actually be a way. I know the sewer system that runs beneath Crawford like the back of my hand. Y'all wouldn't happen to have a map by any chance?
Yeah, actually.
I think I
The
could lead
importance
us
of
through
keeping
so we can
maps will
pass
later
under
be
the
lost
perimeter
in later
right
seasons.
Into the center where they keep their supplies. We come up right underneath them, take them by surprise, grab what we need.
No matter what happens,
get
Lee
out
dies.
before they
Yeah,
even
but
know
imagine how much
That's
cooler we could be
actually
before
not the
we
worst
die.
idea I've ever heard. I mean, it's close, but I don't know. Maybe it could work.
I've thought about it before, just never had the people to do it. But I think if we all work together, we could pull it off.
And what do you want in return for all this help you're giving us?
Crawford doesn't just have what you need for your boat. They're also well stocked with medical supplies. Medicine that my people could use, just as yours could.
We can do this. We have to.
So, it's decided then? We're going to Crawford?
How do we even know where they store their supplies?
I used to watch them from one of the bell towers just outside the perimeter. I've seen them carrying all kinds of stuff into that old
Molly used to watch them from the bell tower. She's seen them carry all kinds of stuff in there. Now, okay, I think this is a lie. I was gonna say how stupid this sounds. I was gonna say this sounds incredibly stupid because, again, this comes up with the issue that no one is aware that Crawford is dead somehow. But I think this is actually a lie because we know she used to live in Crawford.
Catholic school off the town square. I think they're using it as some kind of...
So I'm gonna let this go on second
There's a
thought.
good chance we'll find what we need.
I still find it stupid that no one
I don't
knows
know about
Crawford's
you,
been
kid,
overrun
but
by
I'd rather
zombies.
Take a chance on doing something than just sitting around here waiting to die. That boat out there is an answered prayer. Just gotta push a little bit farther. Are you in or out?
We should go tonight, under cover of dark. I'll go let my people know. Give you all a chance to prepare. I'll be back before midnight.
I think the issue was
That's
that
how I'm
Lee
still
didn't
alive.
stress the importance of maps to Clem. And also, I guess maps disintegrate after
you to
2
stay
years, I don't know.
How long have you been there?
Is it going to be dangerous?
Is what gonna be dangerous?
Crawford.
I can't lie to you, Clem. Yeah, it's gonna be dangerous. But it's the only way to get the things we need to make Omid better and get the boat working. That's why we have to do this. Do you understand?
I don't want anyone else to die.
Neither do I, Clem, but sometimes we have to take that kind of risk.
I didn't have a note for that for some reason.
I guess I should go get ready.
Say what now?
You said you'd need all of us to do this, and you said I'm a big help, remember? Molly said Crawford is the only place left in Savannah that still has people. That means it must be where my mom and dad are, right?
Molly's wrong. We found people crawling all over this place.
I don't think I'll find them in Crawford, Sweet Pea.
Why not?
Because they're good people. And Crawford is a bad place run by bad people. I don't think they would have stayed in a place like that.
How do you know they're good if you've never met them?
Well, they raised you, didn't they?
Aww.
Can't I come with you?
Okay, you can come. But you have to promise to stay quiet and do exactly what you're told the whole time we're there.
Okay, I'm gonna go get ready.
Hell yeah. What? You don't own possessions, Clem. What are you gonna do to get ready?
Check out what I found in the garage. Hatchet, hacksaw, some other tools. Might come in handy on this little break-in.
Nice.
Can I talk to you a minute?
What's up?
I took another look at the boat. She's a 30-footer.
So?
So, we're gonna have a capacity problem. Boat that size ain't gonna hold more than 5 people, even with one of them a kid.
Me, you, Clem, Krista, Omid, Ben, Molly.
Assuming everyone makes it back alive, that's still one too many. Even if we cut Molly loose. Before this is over, we're gonna have to make a decision.
You're not serious.
Look, I'm just saying, if we want the best chance of... Who the hell is this?
This is Bree. She can help us.
We don't need her. She's just gonna slow us down.
I was a student at the school where Crawford keeps their supplies. I know the layout.
With her help, we're in and out faster. Anyone have a problem with that?
I guess not.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get moving.
Hold up just a sec. You ready?
Ready.
Hey, whoa, hold on a minute. You're not taking her with us. Did you not hear anything I said about the kind of place Crawford is? If you take her in there and they find her...
This isn't up for debate, Vernon. Decision's made.
For what it's worth, I don't think it's a great idea either.
She's coming. Deal with it.
You heard the man. Let's move out.
Hell yeah, I got that hatchet. Hatchet powers. This is so long. I feel like we've been playing for hours. How is this still going? Oh, God.
Right underneath the center of
Oh, I am actually might be miserable playing this.
Okay, people. This is it. Remember the plan. We stay quiet. We stay hidden. And we stay
It's only been an hour and a half. Jesus Christ, if this is season 1, can you imagine when we get to season 2?
About staying close. It goes double for you.
I didn't even like that game as a teenager. Oh my God, I'm gonna be so miserable. Holy shit. Oh no.
Get a good look above with the cover on.
God, it's so fucking boring. I at least understand what I saw in this game.
Should be guards patrolling.
What? You disappointed?
It's just strange is all.
I think I see one.
Because I was better at ignoring...
Okay.
I was better at ignoring the shit writing back then. And at the very least, it delivers some of its emotional beats pretty well. So, it's not a complete wash, but my god, playing it is a chore. We're only going like one episode at a time.
What the fuck? What the fuck is a walker doing inside here? Get inside, fast!
I like how we killed one walker and now all of a sudden there's a swarm, but before we killed a walker in the sewers and it was a much more enclosed area, so it would be even harder to hear, like even easier to hear us, and absolutely nothing happened.
Fuck! Do you think they saw us?
Definitely.
What the hell happened here? I thought this place was supposed to be secure.
What always happens, I guess. In the end, the dead always win.
Oh man, we are so screwed.
No, this is good.
Vernon's right. We can deal with walkers easier than armed guards.
I agree. So long as we don't let them box us in, we can still do this. The plan hasn't changed.
The plan hasn't changed? Every time walkers show up, the plan changes. Do you even have any idea how many of them are out there?
No. You want to do a head count? Or do you want to get what we need and get the hell out of here? Come on. I think I know which way to head.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Shout out to Ben still being alive. Ben, I think, is less of a contrivance than like Larry was as far as an antagonistic force, because Ben isn't actively malicious for no reason. He's just an idiot, and I think that's more realistic.
Just keep moving.
Like, Larry is straight up a villain. Ben's a dumb kid who doesn't know better.
Looks okay. Everybody in.
I'd be interested in playing a realistic zombie game. Like a sort of like a management game where you have to take control of like a small community as they're be set upon by like zombies, and you have to like build defenses and shit. That could be really cool. I wonder if that game exists.
Figures.
Like a sort of like Stellaris type, like Frostpunk kind of game. Where like sometimes situations will occur and you've got to prepare your civilization.
Okay, so now what? Where do we start looking?
Here. Just give me a sec.
I just realized she has a...
Any idea where we could find a battery?
Maybe at the auto shop. There used to be one in the alley outside the fire escape.
Yep, it's called Herman's. You can't miss it.
She's got a brown
Where can we find some
ribbon.
fuel for the boat?
There's a maintenance shed across from the playground here. If they were storing fuel, that's probably where it'll be.
What about the medicine?
Right here. Nurse's station. They were using it as a medical facility.
How do you know that?
Just makes sense, doesn't it?
Okay, I'll make the run to the
What
maintenance
happens
shed
to
for
Molly?
fuel.
Does Molly die? Oh yeah, Molly does die. We find her
I
body.
can take you right to it.
I'll come too.
No, 2 people's enough. You stay here, see if you can use any of those tools we brought to get that armory door open. We might need to shoot our way out of here.
I'll go for the medicine.
I'll come with you. I know what to take.
Okay. Guess that leaves me to go find us a battery.
I'll go with you. Watch your back.
Okay, we've got a plan. Everyone be careful. Stay close to one another. We'll all meet back here. Good luck.
What about me? What can I do?
I need you to stay here with Ben and watch over our command center. I'm putting you in charge of it, okay?
You're leaving me with Ben?
I'm not leaving you with Ben. I'm leaving him with you. Understand?
Oh, okay.
Back before you know it. The Georgia state flag. A lot of history there. Not that it matters much now, I guess. Nothing but crayons and construction paper. So according to Bree, fuel is at the maintenance shed, medicine might be at the nurse's office, and a battery would probably be at the auto shop out through here. The fuel's in a shed across from the playground. It's just outside the stairwell. If we're gonna find medicine anywhere, that would be the place to look. Bree said the entrance to the auto shop was in the alley.
Bree, that's right.
Escape. Hopscotch. No power, no TV. Might come back for these later. Any reading material would be nice once we get on that boat. Might come back for these later.
I read some leaks about RE4 Remake that sound pretty shitty. What'd you read? Yeah, sometimes leaks are, like, right, and sometimes they're not. It's hard to tell what to believe. It depends where the leak comes from, I think.
Looks like they had quite a system here. Crawford's final solution.
Initials of the person conducting search, TMR. Days since outbreak, 71 OB. Number of walkers found, 3. Number of ineligible citizens found, 1. Number of citizens brought to Crawford. See, this would be really useful, and it's a good system. You would, and I guarantee you of this, never get a bunch of adults to memorize this system within 3 months. Stuff about gameplay and plot. I know they're leaning it more into the horror aspect.
Have to wonder what's going on in the rest of the world.
Rather than the sort of like campy action thing. I know they've also taken away the Metal Gear codec calls.
Hey, you need any help with that?
Thanks, I got it. Just once, I'd like to do something useful, you know?
You're plenty useful.
Huh, yeah, right. Seems like all I ever do is get us into trouble.
Well, I'll let you get on with it.
No, wait. There is something you can help me with. Something that's been on my mind. I could use your opinion.
What is it?
It's Kenny. Since I've been helping him work on the boat, I've gotten to know him a little better. He's a good guy, you know? And it's eating me up knowing what I know. I've been thinking about telling him the truth.
Ben, come on. This again?
It's my fault Duck and Katya got killed. If I hadn't screwed up back at the motor inn, they'd still be alive. How am I supposed to just carry something like that around? I have to tell him.
Ben, no offense, but Have you lost your motherfucking mind? Kenny's barely hanging on. You tell him you're to blame? I don't even want to think about what he might do.
I know. I've thought about that. But I don't know how much longer I can keep looking him in the eye. I feel like I'm lying to him by not telling him.
I'm telling you, man, it's a bad idea. Real bad.
Hey, maybe you're okay walking around with somebody's blood on your hands, but that's not who I am. I can't just pretend it never happened.
Look, we need Kenny.
That
We're
look.
gonna hold this shit together if we're ever gonna get out of here. So you need to keep this to yourself, for the good of everyone. You hear me?
I hear you. I'm gonna get back to this.
Gameplay wise, it seems like the other two with party mechanics. What that is, I don't know. Ashley won't be with you in combat. She hides, and then you have to go back and get her. Okay, sure, take away part of the challenge of keeping her straight. That is the part that most people hate about that game, to be fair. So I would understand why they would change that. Like, you might not dislike it, but I know a lot of people have issues with that. Krauser in the final area are apparently cut. They cut the whole last area? Oh no. Lewis apparently becomes a big Plaga monster and chases you around like Nemesis. That's dumb. Wesker's more involved in the plot. Wesker has no business being in the plot of 4. Like, man, RE4 really didn't need a remake. Remake for 5, though, for fuck's sake. Okay, 5 needs a remake. I agree fully on that. 5 is a shit show, start to stop.
You okay, Clem?
Yeah.
5 needs a
Just
redo.
like the ones we have in my school. I know it's weird, but I kind of miss it, being in school.
It's not weird at all. So do I.
But you haven't been in school since forever.
Hey, I'm not that old. And I used to be a teacher, remember? American history.
Do you think things will ever be normal again? Just like the way they were before?
I don't think so, Clem. I think the best we can hope for is that we'll find a way to survive, to stay together, and to not let this change us. That's what's important.
I guess you're right.
Well, my brother, I'll play 5 if he agrees to play it with me in co-block, but I refuse to play 6. I've heard a defense of 6, actually. I've never heard anyone defend 5. No, wait, I think I've heard someone defend 5. That might not be true. But usually it's like, you like 5, or you like 6, or you like neither. I've never heard anyone like both games. Also, apparently now there's a Super Plaga, which is what infects Lewis. I think there was always a Super Plaga.
Must be the guy who ran this place. Looks like he figured himself as some kind of...
Actually, there is a Super Plaga. It appears in 5. I mean, it's like a Plagas they did something to, but... I don't know. We'll see how it comes out.
Nothing in there.
The alleyway to the auto shop's down here. You come
I
or
don't
not?
I don't know why they would feel the need to make a bunch of these changes, though, if this is true.
Bone dry.
I don't think they made that many changes to 2 and 3. I know they cut some stuff out of 3, and they ran out of time on 2 to make the 2 distinct routes, so 2 apparently had time constraints.
Must be the way to the playground, where Bree said the fuel was being stored. Hasn't been much time yet. I better let Bree and Kenny do their thing. Must be the guy who ran this place. Looks like he figured himself as some kind of supreme leader.
If the leaks are true, I wish they would have just made the RE game on Switch about Rebecca and Leon got canceled. All illnesses and medical conditions must be disclosed to the council.
Must be the guy who ran this place. Looks like he figured himself as some kind of supreme leader.
Children under 14 not admitted without authorization. Anyone asked to leave Crawford cannot return under any circumstances. Theft or looting within the district will not be tolerated. Waste not, make the most of your rations. Yeah, from what I understand, they didn't change 2 or 3 that much, so I don't know why they would completely overhaul 4.
Can't open it without the combination. You guys need any help?
Thanks, but I think we're almost in.
We're taking care of it, Lee. Don't worry.
Where'd the leaks come from?
This must be the...
There are changes like Ada claims to be FBI instead of saying she's looking for a boyfriend, which, to be fair, is a better reason. Like, is it a better excuse than looking for her boyfriend? Annette is not as villainous in the remake. Any mention of RE1 is cut for some reason, though.
So I'm not going that way.
Her boyfriend was set up in RE1.
Auto shop must be down this way.
I don't know. If a woman as capable as Ada came up and was like, oh, I'm looking for my boyfriend, I'll be like, okay, alright, but what are you really? Like, I wouldn't buy that for one goddamn second.
Well, climbing the fence isn't an option. Damn. Herman's. This is the place I'm looking for.
Oh, excuse me. Apparently, I don't even have a note on what to do here, so apparently I solved the puzzle. Alright, when you find a letter by a guy named John, and the letter's called to Ada, and it's saying stuff like he's becoming a zombie and how she isn't infected, and instructions he wrote for her to blow up the mansion, which you then used. The password for the computer to unlock was Ada. Oh, yeah, I do. Okay, I do remember that. But it's not like Leon ever encountered that information. You know, weirdly enough, I actually never put those pieces together. Maybe I did. Actually, you know what? I did. It was in my second playthrough, though. It was when I played through as Chris. I remember thinking about that. Okay, I actually don't know what to click on. I would assume the game glitched, but I know it never glitched. What the hell do I do? You know what? Say what you will about 2, but at least you never wander around trying to click on random objects to figure out where the fuck to go. There. Fucking hell.
Damn, it's jammed tight.
Okay, for whatever reason, it would not let me move until after Lee did the full body rotation.
Too close.
Leave him! He's mine.
Nice to see you. Molly? Molly!
What?
He's wearing medical scrubs. Some kind of scientist or doctor, maybe?
Yeah, well, he ain't shit now.
Remake, she saves Leon from Cerberus and the Tyrant. In the original, she shoots the ground to get Leon's attention, talks to him and runs away. Talks to him and runs away. Follows Leon around the sewer. You play as her, but when Leon gets shot, she follows Leon, gets some more, gets injured by William Burke, and stays behind during the portion until her
Not
death.
a problem. Look what I
Doesn't
found.
have that dumb hacking gun. Oh, I assume not.
Oh yeah, that'll work.
Gun, health spray, and a photo of her and John. Don't you love how the zombies aggro out of nowhere despite the fact that we made no noise whatsoever? But oh no, it's time to get in trouble. It's time for us to be in danger. We gotta ratchet up the tension. It's danger time. Ooh. Every conceivable moment of tension is so goddamn contrived. There's like
Take a look around.
no part of this game where a threat arises that's set up properly.
Something you need?
What was all that about back there?
He came at me up on that rooftop. Tried to take a bite out of me, so I took care of business. What, you got a problem with me killing geeks?
Nah, it just seemed like you went to town on him a little more than you needed to.
Hey, you never really know when those things are all the way dead. I was just making sure. Look, you want to get this battery or not? Time's wasting.
What do you think happened to Crawford?
Don't know, don't care. As far as I'm concerned, these fuckers got what was coming to them.
Not a lot of sympathy for all the people who died here, huh?
I have about as much for them as they did for the sick and the old and anyone else they didn't think was fit to belong in their little paradise. So yeah, fuck them.
So why did you decide to help us?
I told you. I'm expecting a ride on that boat once that hillbilly friend of yours has got it running.
You sure that's all of it?
You want to keep interrogating me, or do you want to get the damn battery and get out of here?
I'm going to have a look around.
You do that.
After digging, the origin of the link is from 4chan, so take that with a jar of salt. Yeah, so that could mean anything. That's like... That could literally be anything.
More of Crawford's rules. How did anybody live like this? I'd rather take my chances on the outside.
I'm sorry, what does that sign say?
More of Crawford's rules.
1 quart of oil rations per Crawford citizen every 3 months, no exceptions. Excuse me. So, 1, what did the Crawford citizens need with oil? And 2, The apocalypse has only happened for 3 months.
Looks like it's the hose for the lift hydraulics.
Maybe 6 months. I keep saying 3 months. I know the farm happened in 3 months. It might be 6 months.
It's locked. No way in.
I feel bad for anyone who played RE2 and 3 remakes and nothing else. They have zero context on anything from 1.
Don't think I can pry that hose apart with just my hands. Maybe if I had something to cut it with. That blinking must be an anti-theft system. Good chance of a working battery being...
I have never in my life seen an anti-theft system just blinking red lights constantly.
I can't reach it up there.
Something you need?
Think I can borrow that hook thing of yours?
I don't know. Hilda and I have been through a lot together.
Hilda?
That's what I call her. Don't judge.
Please, can I borrow Hilda? I'll take good care of her. She won't get a scratch.
I got your promise now. Not a scratch.
Well, I can see where the battery should be, but it's not.
Perfect.
I did it. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
That's probably not good.
No shit!
Now see, that makes sense to alert zombies.
There's the battery. Finally something goes right. Still attached to the terminals. Got that one off. It's off. Got it.
Yeah, but we still got a problem here. Put it in here, I'll carry it. Okay, follow me. Move your ass!
Great, now what?
Skylight.
It's shut.
Shoot it out!
Molly's really good at lifting people.
Okay, so now we're on a roof.
Molly,
Do you ever stop complaining? Come on.
Molly is what they tried to make Jane. Although Molly is a little Mary Sue-ish.
Come on, what are you, chicken? Jump!
Like, she borders on, like, omni-confidence, but that's okay. It's fine.
Come on.
But yeah, Molly's what they tried to make Jane, whereas Jane was just, like, whining constantly.
Wait,
And
you still got the battery.
Yeah, I think I'll hold on to it. Make sure you don't leave without me. See you back in class.
Molly! God damn it, what the hell is she doing?
Alright, I gotta get more booze. I'll be back. Booze break. It's a booze break, everyone. Booze break. Oh, God. We're still fucking doing this. Oh, I can't believe we're still streaming. Oh. Oh, it's been 2 hours. It feels like 70 hours. Oh. Alright, I'm back. Ugh. Part of me's like, oh, I said I was gonna try and do this whole game tonight, but I don't know if I can. I'm so goddamn bored. Every 3 seconds, I get more miserable. How long is this episode, realistically? Some more salt jar leaks. The bugs were removed and replaced with hunting ground. With a hunting ground like chaser called the Jester. That sounds wrong. That's bullshit. I don't believe that. Episode 4. 1 page, 2 page, 3 page. It's about 3.5 pages, whereas episode 5 is 1, 2, about 2.25 pages. So episode 5, I think, is shorter. And then 400 days is 1, 2. The shell one is kind of long. 3. It's effectively 1, 2, 3 pages into some change. Which I think I did it in an hour before. So we could probably get through this game tonight. I don't know. We'll see how just sheer depressed I am by the end of this. Anyway, we have the last $1 beverage. This is 12.5% alcohol. It's made with grape wine. So it's not, it's wrong. It's made wrong. They made it wrong. But this is a Mexican mudslide wine cocktail served with ice. This is the same cup I used the pina colada with, so there's going to be a little bit of a hint of pina colada in here. But let's add in some. But it should be overpowered with the chocolate flavor from the mudslide. All right. Here we go. Let's go. Let's take a sip. It's the alcohol hits a lot harder than the pina colada, but it's not bad. The pina colada and the mudslide are functional. They're drinkable cocktails. Those margaritas were unbelievably bad. Maybe they'd work better iced. I don't know.
Been fired. They're worthless.
Little help! Little help here! Fuck! The doors won't close all the way!
Please do something!
We got it!
Brace the door with something!
No, because the door is made of glass, but glass is indestructible until it's not in this universe.
You got the fuel.
Let's not start high-fiving
Philip's goal
each
is to
other
use
just
alchemy to
yet.
make Fiona pregnant with
Get the
him
hell
so
back
he
to
can
the
be
classroom.
reborn or something to make him
Stay with
immortal or
these
some
fuel
shit.
cans. They weigh a goddamn ton.
Why did he let all these assholes chase her around the castle? Look, she's
Yeah,
not fit
you
to
made out
be
pretty good, too.
the mother of him if she can't run.
How you doing with that door?
Not so good.
Here, let me give you a hand. Did you get that battery yet?
Yeah, Molly has it. She should be back here soon.
She'd better be.
Bree?
Hey, Lee. Thanks for all your help back there. I don't think we would have made it without you.
No problem. We're all on the same team. So you're a cancer survivor, like Vernon and the others?
Yeah, I was diagnosed when I was in college. Been getting treatment ever since. Just when I was starting to get better, when I thought there might be some hope, all this happened. Lost my whole family. I'm the only one who survived. Funny how things work out, huh?
He's got like a brownish orange ribbon.
How long have you known Vernon?
Couple of years. He ran our support group. He was really great, helping me come to terms with my disease. But how do you come to terms with something like this? With a place like Crawford? I don't know what I or the other survivors would have done without Vernon. He's the one who held us together, kept us alive.
What do you think about this whole Crawford situation?
I don't know what color her
I'm
ribbon
not gonna
is.
Talk about it. Too many awful memories. Even being
You know what?
Crawford
This
gives
is
me
gonna
a bad
sound
feeling.
absolutely crazy. I'm gonna look it up.
Everyone dead?
I got no sympathy for what happened to these people. They weeded
Excuse me.
out the sick and the old, even children, those least able to defend themselves so that they could save their own skins. Whatever happened here, however Crawford fell, I consider it poetic justice.
Damn, girl, that's cold.
It's how I feel. If you'd seen what I seen, you'd feel the same. I'm a little busy here, Lee. Maybe you should go get that battery or help with the medicine.
I'm busy. I'm looking at these crayons. Look at these crayons I'm looking at. All right. Hang on. We're going to look at cancer ribbons real quick. I know breast cancer is pink. Orange is leukemia. Looks like she has leukemia. Okay. Do I think Capcom will ever make another clock tower? Honestly, probably no. Didn't Capcom get bought out recently?
You okay, Clem?
Yeah. Where's Molly?
Speaking of Capcom, you seen the look of the new Street Fighter?
She's okay.
I am not a fan of it. They seem to go like... They seem to be like going realistic with it. I don't think it doesn't complement the Street Fighter art style very well. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of this like gritty, real looking Street Fighter. It looks kind of dull.
What do we still need?
We already got the fuel and the battery. Once we find some medicine, we'll be good to go.
So where's this battery you found?
Molly has it. She ran off to do something.
Well, she'd better bring it back here. I don't know why you trusted that girl with it. We hardly know her.
She saved your life, didn't she?
Yeah, but what has she done for me lately?
I trust Molly more than I trust Ben or Omid or Krista, to be entirely honest. Or Vernon, or... I haven't played Street Fighter since all the versions of 4. Street Fighter's like my favorite fighting game, and I always wanted to get good at it, but I run into the issues of, like... it hurts my wrist to play for an extended period of time. I almost kind of want to get like a sort of like fighting stick or something.
Can't reach it. It's too high up.
Like a new Darkstalkers or rival schools. I know a bunch of Darkstalkers recently went on sale. I forgot if they were making a new one.
Kristen Vernon must be trapped in there.
I've heard some. I've heard some recent news about Darkstalkers. There will definitely not be a new rival schools, though. That is never going to happen.
What the hell happened?
They wandered into the hallway.
Street Fighter stole the characters from rival schools.
The whole place is
I got super into a fighting
They're
game called
everywhere.
Arcana Heart.
I took care of it.
I don't know if they ever made an Arcana. I think they made up to 5 of that game. I don't know if they ever made another one.
Take a look. Looks like they were keeping all the prescription meds in that safe, locked up tight.
There's no way we can bust it open?
Maybe with enough time, but I don't know how much of that we have. Be a hell of a lot quicker if we just knew the 4-digit combination.
Well, I doubt they just wrote it down and left it here for us to find. We should just try busting it open. We don't have any other choice.
Okay, you get started. I'll take a look around, see if I can find anything useful. I'll have to take time to rest later, I think.
Seriously, how did this place implode?
What's this? A copy machine. Not that it matters with no power around here.
Like, how did this even happen? Capcom put out a fighting game collection with all the Darkstalkers games, including the ones not in English. Ah, there we go. Are they now in English, or?
Anna Correa. Guess she must have been a patient here. And what's this? It's a medical file for a woman named Correa. Phones probably haven't worked in months. How's it coming?
One thing I'd like to do, almost, is, like, get myself a fighting stick, and then I'd like to play, like, all of the Street Fighter games. Like, all of the story modes and character quests and all of that, like, start to finish.
Molly helped me get the battery we needed.
That's great, one down. Where is she?
She took off. Had some kind of errand she needed to run.
Took off? With the battery?
Yeah. Don't worry, she'll be back.
I hope so. That girl doesn't really strike me as a team player. More the mercenary kind.
What the hell do you care?
How much time do you think Omid has, Doc?
You want my medical opinion? The sooner we get him some strong antibiotics to start fighting that infection, the better. Let's just leave it at that, huh?
I'll go see if I can find
Like,
something that'll help us get that safe.
Really, this should have raised red flags in Lee's head. Like, what the hell does Vernon care if you get the battery? He's here for medicine.
Vernon, Krista, come look at this.
This is day 82 since the outbreak. 1547. Dr. Logan in consultation with patient.
Hideki Itsuno made a list of what he wants to do with Capcom, begged him not to quit, and like DMC5, Dragon's Dogma 2, and a new rival schools.
Oberson has ordered me to keep records of all medical examinations. And
Well, weirdly enough, DMC5 and Dragon's Dogma 2 happened. Although I will say, in regards to that, DMC always sold very well. But the issue with DMC was that it didn't sell well enough for them to think it worked. Like, it sold like 1 million plus copies. I think DMC4 did. It sold a lot. It was like 1.2 million copies, but Capcom wanted it to sell like 4 million or something, and that's why DMC5 didn't happen, and they gave it over to like Ninja Theory. Like, their expectations were absolutely unrealistic for the sales of DMC4. So it's not like a DMC5 was like, especially with like this nostalgia wave and remakes everyone's writing, DMC5 was probably never really out of the question in the first place. Dragon's Dogma 1 sold a colossal amount. Like, it's one of the best-selling JRPGs of all time for some weird reason. So I don't think Dragon's Dogma 2 was that hard of a sell. Rival School, on the other hand, I don't know.
The worst kind.
Like, if they like full on are like, we'll give you everything you want, maybe they'll make a new Rival School, but I don't. I think a new Rival School is a much harder sell than a DMC5 or a Dragon's Dogma 2. Tsuno is the creator of Rival School, so it makes sense he wants to make another. It makes sense that he wants another. I don't necessarily know if they're willing to give him another one. Because Rival School never really did well. It kind of got eaten by Street Fighter.
Y'all already checked these drawers?
Yes, Lee. Nothing in there worth taking.
Already cleaned out. There's dried blood on this print.
I guess we'll see if a new Rival School comes out.
Looks like a trail of it from the safe to the camera over there, then out the door. What the hell happened here? What's this on the floor?
It's a sonogram.
Looks pretty sturdy. No way we're gonna force that open.
We might be able to find something to pry it open, but it'll take time.
We don't have time. Omid needs that medicine. We have to get it open now.
Hey, Krista.
Yeah?
Are you feeling okay?
I'm fine. Why are you asking me that?
It's just that you've been looking a little pale the past couple of days. You've been throwing up.
Oh, come on. You just dug up a rotting dog carcass. I'm surprised we weren't...
Past couple of days, it's been 1 day. 1 day. I want to remind you, the sun has not gone down. To be fair, only 2 Rival School characters are in Street Fighter.
All throwing up. Lee, I'm fine. Quit worrying about
Akira and Sakura.
Worry about Omid.
And Karin.
Meds.
Are you making any progress with the safe?
No. Without the combination...
No, it's more than that, isn't it?
This damn thing open. If we don't get back to Omid...
I think it's more than that.
It's okay.
I don't know who Akira is, though.
I've got things to do.
Yeah, same here.
Hang on, because I think... is Makoto from Rival Schools? Makoto is from Street Fighter 3. Here we go. No, 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 no. Yes. Ron Hibiki. No, 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 no. I don't know who this is. Yeah, I have no idea who this character is, actually. Oh, she's one of the DLC fighters for 5. Interesting. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Karin Kazuki is also a Rival School character, isn't she? No, she was in Sakura Ganbaru, appearing as a playable fighter in Street Fighter Alpha. She's the leader of South. I thought she was in Rival School. So I think she's a Rival School character, but from a Rival School manga then. I think that's where the confusion came from. Yeah. So she's from a weird spin-off rival school manga, but and yeah, Makoto is a Third Strike character. Okay. So like 2.5 characters. But that does again kind of go to show how not popular Rival School was.
Not working.
Third Strike was directed by Itsuno.
Krista.
I'm busy, Lee. Just let me work.
We missed the opportunity to talk about Clementine, but I don't think it matters. I'm pretty sure Clementine ends up without meeting Krista no matter what.
Can't open it without the combination.
I don't remember having to do this, but that's what my notes claimed. I love how Molly just completely walloped this dude. And yet he was still somehow alive.
This might be just what we need. And what's this? Looks like some kind of code. But Vernon said the safe combination was only 4 numbers. Shit, time to go.
So I like how that one just saw Lee, but wasn't alerted. But previously, we had, if you are standing in the general vicinity of them, all of them aggro. But that one looked at him and was like, yeah, whatever. Bop, 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 bop. I like how also we had to get back from like over the roof, and we didn't actually have a way back over the fence because Lee wasn't able to climb over because of the razor wire that surrounds this elementary school. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, they had to cut because they realized they didn't leave a way for Lee to really realistically get back into this building.
I found 2 more
Final
tapes.
Fight. Yeah, I haven't heard of a Final Fight game since Straightwise, which happens to have the worst escort mission ever constructed by a person.
Put it in.
Have you made a decision?
I thought you said I didn't have a choice.
Well, technically you do. You can terminate the pregnancy.
That dude's got even less of a chin than I do.
That would be a death sentence for both you and your unborn child.
Maybe that's best. I stayed up all last night thinking about this. Why are we even trying to survive? To keep on living, if this is what it takes. If this is what it's turned us into.
I don't make the rules, Anna.
Doctor, I'm begging you. Please help me.
Maybe one day, when things are different, you can try again. But for now, today, we have to do this.
How did he get all the way into the auto shop if every door and fence was locked?
Krista, this isn't the time. We got a job to do.
You're right. I'm sorry. Let's get those meds.
We're in business. Antibiotics, morphine. We'll take as much of this as we can carry. Okay, I think we're good. This is more than enough for your people and mine. Let's go.
You know, I found a third tape in the locker outside. Maybe there's something else on there.
We got the meds for Omid. That's all I care about.
We'll head back to the classroom. Don't take too long, Lee.
Why are they recording these doctor visits? This one is the only one that makes sense.
As fun as this was, I have to put a stop to this little arrangement. This is the last I can give you.
Why?
Oberson had someone down here yesterday taking inventory. He's really cracking down. I just can't risk it.
We had a deal.
Yes, we had a deal. We don't anymore.
My sister needs this medicine. Without it, she'll die, or she'll start showing symptoms and they'll take her away. I can't let that happen.
I'm sorry, Molly. I've done all I can, but I have to look out for myself here.
Yeah, that's the Crawford way, isn't it?
Considered getting home ports of Street Fighter games on PS2 because the version I have ports the arcade and boy, the AI.
Well, shit.
I'm assuming it's arcade difficulty hard. Like aggressively reading your inputs and stuff.
Vernon and Krista already took everything we need.
I can lower the difficulty to 1 and it still kicks your ass no matter what I do.
Jesus Christ! Oh, you scared the shit out of me. Where the fuck have you been?
Sightseeing.
I'll take that battery now.
Oh, yeah, about that. I'm just kidding. Here you go.
What's that?
Nothing.
You can quit with the act, Molly. I know you from Crawford.
What? Who told you that?
I saw you on a security tape. Why'd you lie to me?
I said there were stories about Crawford. I never said that's how I knew about it. I never lied to you, and even if I did, so what? I don't owe you anything.
You saved my life twice, but you can't tell me the truth?
Are we really gonna do this now?
I guess that's up to you.
I used to live here with my sister. She was 14 years old. When the dead started walking and Crawford shut itself in...
It cheats. You can see
seemed
one
like a
on
pretty
his
big
assistant
deal at
quarters.
first. We were safe. We had everything we needed to survive. Then the rules started coming down. No one who couldn't justify their place earned their keep. No one who required special care. My sister was diabetic, and by Crawford's rules, that made her a liability. I kept it a secret, kept her safe for as long as I could, but in the end, I couldn't protect her. That's when I got out. Crawford, they always talked about how their system worked, how anything was better than becoming one of them. But I saw what they'd already become. I just wish I could have seen it before it was too late. Before they came and took my sister away. This is all I have left of her. I didn't have time to take it before I got out of Crawford. I just wanted it, okay?
It's okay, Molly. I understand. She's pretty.
What the hell?
I think that's our cue to get the hell out of here.
Whoa!
Jesus!
Shit! Ben!
Sorry. I just got spooked by those bells, and then I heard someone coming.
What the fuck are you doing out here?
Kenny and I still can't get the door open to the armory. He sent me out to look for something we can use to bust it open. I found this.
Ben? Where did you get that?
I just found it. It was stuck in the door handle at the end of the hallway back there.
Alright, let's talk about this. I know Ben is stupid, and I know he's a dumb kid. He knows we're surrounded by zombies. He would have had to have heard Kenny and them screaming as they came through, and he finds a hatchet that he specifically handed to Lee that is placed inside of a door, presumably in an area that he has also specifically seen being attacked by zombies. Look, Ben is dumb. He cannot be this dumb.
Shoot this fucker! Thanks.
It wasn't me!
Good going, kid. Nice shot. Thanks.
What the fuck is going on?
They're coming.
Oh, shit.
That ought to hold them.
Sure, but now how do we get out?
Through the armory. We can just get this damn door open. Come on, damn you!
This is my fault, all my fault.
What the hell's he babbling about?
Ben, we talked about this.
No, wait. I want to know what he meant. What do you mean this is all your fault?
Penny, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, man.
Kid, this ain't the best time. Whatever you did, save it for later.
Ben, we don't have time for this now.
I'm sorry, Lee. I can't do this anymore. He's got a right to know.
Know what?
It's been me all along, putting all of us in danger. Katja and Duck, it was
Still better than
all
the Walking Dead show.
me.
That does not speak very highly of
What are
Walking
you
Dead.
saying?
It was me who made the deal with the bandits at the motor inn, slipping them supplies. I thought maybe I could keep them off our backs. When it got discovered, that's when they attacked. And that's when Duck...
Kitty man, I agree with you. You should kick his ass. But now's not the time. I gotta focus on getting out of here.
You little pissant! You're fucking dead! You hear me? Dead! My wife and child, you gotta both fucking kill!
Kitty, listen to me. You can whip his skinny little ass later. But right now, we gotta go.
Nice group you got here.
Not the time, Molly.
If this asshole thinks he's getting on my boat after what he did, he's out of his motherfucking mind!
Kenny, we'll sort this out later, after we get out of here, okay?
Ain't nothing to sort out. I just told you the way it's gonna be. The boat's not big enough for all of us. Somebody's gotta get left behind. Might as well be this piece of shit right here.
Well, I vote we leave him. I'm sorry, Ben. I know you mean well, but all I want to do is get back to Omid, and you put that at risk.
Wait, don't I get a vote?
Of course you do.
Ben's nice. He's my friend. We don't leave friends behind. That's my vote.
On second thought, I think I'm gonna abstain. Lee?
I'm sorry, Ben. I've got to do what's best for the group. That means cutting you loose.
What about the rest of us? Don't we get a say?
No, you don't get a say in this, Bree! You're not getting on the boat!
Now can we go?
Damn right. Vernon, come on! So much for the armory.
What's left of it?
A few rounds. That's it.
You didn't close that door behind us?
I couldn't. The lock was busted.
Great. Just fucking great. Come on. There's gotta be a way out down here.
Nope. I like how opening a door alerted them, but being looked at earlier didn't alert them.
Lee, look!
Reminds me of where Sue saw, no one got me anything, no one knows you. What movie was that? Hell yeah! Lee is a goddamn monster!
Come on! It's all right, I'm fine. Any way out of here?
This leads to the roof. We might be able to find a way down from there.
You didn't come into town from the railroad, did you?
Yeah. Why?
Never mind. I can see the sewer where we came in from here. I think we can do this.
Well, what are we waiting for? Go, go!
Yeah, come on, let's go!
We're almost at the end of the episode. I like how this guy is just, like, hanging. Oh, this guy's the leader! Oh, they hung him! Oh, that's actually awesome! They hung him from the bell tower, the leader of Crawford.
Climb up! Come on, you can do it!
There's no time! You have to go! Now!
Fucking around, Ben! Come on!
Let go, damn it! Get Clem and the others out of here!
Lee.
Lee, we both know. Let me go.
One thing you gotta say about Lee is that he is straight up superhuman.
Why?
Go, go, go!
So that's cool. That's actually a detail I never noticed before. I never noticed they killed the Crawford leader and hung him from the bell tower.
Krista?
I almost wonder if...
Everything
So
okay?
I guess the implication is that there was a revolt against Crawford, and maybe the ringing of the bell caused the walkers to come in and overflooded them. Like, they might have even, like, killed the guards or something in the rebellion. That's actually really interesting. Look at you, Walking Dead. See, you're not a complete flop. At least this one isn't. Wait till we get to season 2. Oh, shit. Okay, alright. It took me a second to fully grasp what I was looking at. Like, I understood the individual references, but I wasn't fully I was like, hold on. What are the implications of this? The only thing is that Comey's hand is covered in white fluid. Oh, actually, you know what? No, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, because some girls are like that. Yeah. All right, that makes sense.
Hold on. Is he dead? Krista,
Did
don't!
Netflix
Stay
dub
back!
End of Ava?
I never should have left you. I'm so sorry.
Krista,
Speaking
get
of
away
which,
from him.
Hey. Back already?
We got you medicine.
yes, okay. I haven't watched the Netflix dub. Everyone I've seen says it's inferior.
You okay, kid? You look worse than I do.
We almost didn't make it out of there because of this asshole. Should have left him behind when we had the chance.
They also changed the infamous
Guys,
"I'm
what
so
the hell
fucked up."
happened out there?
Let someone else tell you. I got work to do.
Okay, with a little luck, you should start feeling better pretty soon. I'll stay here for a few more hours to check on him. Let me know if you need anything.
Thanks, Doc.
Yes, thank you so much.
Maybe now's a good time for you and me to have a little talk in private.
Worst of the worst.
You want to know the worst part?
What?
I like how I specifically chose the nothing option, and Vernon just goes on like I said something.
I don't feel much. I mean, I don't feel enough. Shouldn't I be broken up over what happened to her? That's how I was when I lost my daughter. When I lost my friends in those first few weeks. But now, it's like I just take something like this in stride. Like this is what our world is now, and we'd better just get used to it.
What did you want to talk to me about?
I know you care about Clementine. Anyone can see that. And I know you want what's best for her. But this plan of yours, putting everyone on a boat with no destination, do you really think that's her best chance of finding somewhere where she can be safe? Because I don't. So I want to make you an offer.
I want to point something out. Vernon's offering to take her right here. And here's the thing. Lee's like, no, piss off Vernon. And, like, you're made to be like, oh, that's the wrong choice. But here's the thing. 400 Days reveals that Vernon's whole group gets wiped the fuck out when they steal the boat. Like, the boat plan was stupid from the beginning. So, had you given Clementine over to Vernon, she'd just be dead. Lee, ... Vernon, let me tell you my life story.
I'll take her off your hands. Take her back with me to my people. We're well supplied, well hidden, and a lot of us have had kids of our own. And now Crawford's fallen, we got nothing left to fear from them. She'll be safe with us. Safer than she will be if she stays with you, I promise you. That's what you want for her, isn't it? To be safe?
I'm gonna pretend you didn't say any of this and give you a chance to walk away, which you ought to do right now.
I know you think you're doing what's best for her. And if you were her real father, we wouldn't be having this conversation. But you're not. And staying with you is not what's best for her. If no one else around here will tell you that, then I will.
That little girl's in my care. We've been through more together than you can imagine. Anyone who tries to get between me and her, anyone, is gonna wind up dead. You hear me?
Take your hands off me.
The boat was stupid when they were coming up with it. Yeah, no, it's like the scene is like, ooh, but like, had you given Clementine over, she'd be dead. She'd straight up be dead.
Hey.
Lee is super right.
Yeah, I'm about to head out. I just wanted to say thanks for everything. It's been fun.
What are you talking about? Kenny's working on the boat right now. Thought you were coming with us. God knows you earned it.
Yeah, I've been thinking it over. It's not for me. Sounds like it'd be pretty crowded, and I never did like the water.
You sure about this?
I'm sure. I've always done better on my own anyhow. Listen, I'm not much for goodbyes. Tell the others for me?
Sure. You take care of yourself, Molly.
You too, Lee.
See, Molly's way better than Jane ever. Like, I'm actually like, oh man, don't go, Molly.
Be sure to take care of that little girl.
Whereas Jane died, I'm like, fuck yeah, Jane died. Woohoo.
Ain't nothing to do with luck.
Had that expansion pack not been a thing, maybe you could question whether it was right or wrong choice. Maybe. Maybe you could question whether it was the correct choice to give the little girl to a group of elderly, dying cancer patients.
What are we going to do?
In a sewer, underground, surrounded entirely by hordes of zombies. Maybe you could question that.
Someplace else. Someplace better. Clem, honey, what's wrong?
Is Ben going to be
The expansion,
okay?
we know Lee was right and Vernon was dumb and got his ass chewed off.
Ben's a good kid. I think he's just feeling guilty about something.
But on the other hand, in my case, it gives me closure to know that all the old people died. So
Before we leave tomorrow,
I'm satisfied with
time
that.
to look for my parents.
I'm not sure 400. I think 400 Days they were experimenting with expansions and like adding on to additional content because it mostly just sets up season 2 and they never do it again. So I think they were just like experimenting with like DLC add-ons post-season, and they were like, okay, well this doesn't work very well. But yeah, 400 Days is largely unimportant. I think the main difference is you get little cameos of the characters. The only one that matters is Bonnie, who shows up anyway. So now we're safe in the sewer. Then the mumblers from Silent Hill show up.
I'd like to, Clem, but I don't think we'll have time. We really shouldn't stay here any longer. It's not safe.
So, Lee had to have specifically unequipped the flashlight in order for Clementine to get a hold of it, in order to get a hold of the guy that kidnaps her. He had to have specifically sat it down, and they make a point of knowing this, because we know that Lee has the walkie-talkie on him, correct? So, why did Lee... Not narratively. We know why he had gone equipped it narratively. It was so Clementine could get a hold of it. But, in character, why would Lee take the walkie-talkie off of his person? If he was, like, giving it to Clementine, maybe that would make sense, because he knows it comforts her. But he didn't. He just took it off and sat it down. He could have removed the batteries or something. It doesn't make sense. It's just another contrivance required to create more tension. How is it? This is one of the worst written video games I've ever played. Holy shit, this is a nightmare of writing. People say Telltale's writing went bad after this game. Replaying this game 10 years later with a more critical eye I've developed now, this game is written like fucking garbage. Nope, almost no part of the story works. If it was, the only redeeming feature of this entire game is it's able to occasionally hit interesting emotional beats. That's it. Occasionally it makes you feel things, but like every other aspect of this game is a steaming pile of shit. Holy shit. I'm realizing Telltale didn't become bad. They were kind of just always bad. He only has 8 Resident Evil item slots. He needed inventory space. He should have found an item box. And then he just goes to sleep when he knows there's a creepy kidnapper guy trying to take Clementine.
Clementine?
Oh, at this point, I might actually enjoy Season 2, because it might reach such a point where it becomes so bad, I can't help but love what's happening. Like... At this rate, I'm beginning to wonder if Season 2 is going to start entering into, like, Cabela's territory. This game might be slightly too competent to be enjoyable.
Clementine? Clementine! Oh, God.
That or you just enjoy making Clem murder God. Make her like Harry Mason. We can assume that she, like, walked out to talk to the guy and he just grabbed her and that's why she dropped her hat, because otherwise she probably wouldn't have dropped her hat. Plus, we left the radio there, so I'm willing to excuse all of this. What I'm not willing to excuse is watch this shit. Look at trash bins. And it got me. It just came out of nowhere. It just magically detected me and got me. Oh, I never realized the blood on the hat was Lee's. Oh, see, that's kind of cool. See, there's, like, occasional cool things here. It didn't even have time to bite Lee, though. It was just a scratch.
Lee? Lee? You out here? Lee?
Are you crazy? What are you doing out here? It ain't safe.
Lee? Where's Clementine? She's not in her room.
Vernon ain't in the house either. What the hell is going on?
Whose blood is that?
It's mine.
Oh my god.
No way. No. No fucking way.
There's no time to worry about me. Clementine's gone.
There's no chance she just wandered off on her own?
No. No way.
Then who the hell took her?
I don't know. Last night, Vernon came to me and offered to take her with him. Said she'd be better off.
Son of a bitch. I knew we couldn't trust that fucker.
Wherever she is, I have to find her.
Okay. What do you need from us?
Clem may not have much time. We have a better chance of finding her if we all go together. Who's with me?
We're all responsible for Clementine. And in your condition, you may not make it to her in time. She needs our help. All of our help.
I don't think I'm going to be able to do episode 5 or 400 days. I'm going crazy playing this. We've been going for hours at this game. This game is hurting my brain.
We'll look for Clementine together.
Thanks, you guys. I appreciate it. Really.
You've always been there for me, Lee. Always had my back when it mattered.
It feels like 7 hours. I've legitimately played longer streams and it's felt less miserable than this.
You can count on me.
What about you, Ben?
Now hold on a minute. You're not really thinking about bringing him with us, are you?
So if you say Kenny, deal with it, Ben will come with you. But I don't know. I'm gonna stick with my original choice, and I'm gonna say nothing.
I don't want to cause any trouble. If Kenny doesn't want me to go, I'll stay here.
Okay, guys, we should go find Vernon, see if he took her. Let's head out.
Are we okay just leaving the boat like this? With only Ben to look after it?
What choice do we have?
If anything has happened to that boat when I get back, I will fucking bury you in that backyard. Are we clear?
Meanwhile, just Always Sunny theme comes up. Ben gets buried in the backyard. So, from what we understand, everyone has the virus already, and it's aerosolized, right? It's an airborne virus. So here's the deal. Theoretically, what kills you if you're bit by a zombie or scratched by a zombie is the infection. Dude could just take the boat himself. I don't think Ben could get the boat onto the water by himself. I also don't think he would. That really wouldn't be in his character. I mean, he could, but I don't think he would.
Here in a hurry.
Vernon,
this is the guy who had a nervous
There
breakdown,
doesn't have
not
to be
telling
any trouble here.
Kenny he killed his
All I want
family.
is the girl. Give her back, and nobody needs to get hurt.
But yeah, so we can assume that I'm no expert on Walking Dead infection, so I could be wrong, but I would assume it's the infection that kills you. So it doesn't make any sense that Lee got a minor scratch and then just dies in like hours. Whereas Duck got like straight up gnawed on, and it took him like a full day to die.
Are you all right? Where are you? Vernon, you son of a bitch!
Hello, Lee.
Where have you taken her?
This isn't Vernon, and you should really watch your tone. Clementine's fine.
I mean, realistically, what the hell were you gonna do?
Choose my next words very carefully.
To be continued. Alright, I mulled around doing episode 5. I just can't do episode 5. I can't. I'm going insane. The boy in the attic. Did you kill the boy in the attic? You and 74% of players killed him. I made very normal choices this time. Usually it's all like, you're a crazy psycho. This time I made the choices that everyone made. Did you lie or threaten Vernon? You and 66% of players were rational honest. Did you bring Clementine with you to Crawford? You and 73% of players. I don't know what happens if you don't bring her. Did you let Ben fall to his death? You and 66% of the players pulled him up. Did you reveal your bite to the group? You and 80% of players showed the group. If you have a very bad relationship with the group, I can understand why you wouldn't show it, but I have a pretty good relationship with the group. So is this going straight to the bottom? Realistically, the things at the very bottom of the list are unassailable, but it's going pretty low. Third, and if this is going low, I remember liking this game. I think I gave this like an 8 or a 9 as a teenager. Oh my god, the score I gave 2 was I think it was like a 4 or a 3 or something. If this game is driving me crazy, Walking Dead 2 is going... Oh, I'm going to go absolutely batshit playing Walking Dead 2. I was getting pissed off at that game, taking notes on it. I cannot imagine. And then if 2 is bad, I can... Oh my god, 3 and 4 are going to be nightmares. This is hell. I've created another hell for myself. It looks like 16% of people got everyone, but I'm okay with leaving Ben. Oh, ho, 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 ho. I hear season 4, except for the final episode, season 4 is terrible. That is what I've heard. I've heard season 4 is absolutely terrible. This is the good season. That's I think what's worrying. Like this, playing one of these kinds of games kills my desire to stream, and this is the good one. Oh my god. I gotta keep forcing myself through it. I don't care if I have to like stay up extra late or something to get through this. At this point, it's one of those things where it's like I gotta keep streaming just to get through this game. So hopefully, I probably won't even post about it on Discord. I don't even want to show people these playthroughs anymore. What's after this? I think John's Mega Man request. We'll go over it at the end. Can I skip this? Nope. I'm pretty sure it's John's Mega Man request. I'll show the queue up on stream. I actually have Discord open. I willfully didn't post about this because I don't think anyone needs to watch this. I'm so sorry you're here for this, mate. Oh my god, it's a nightmare. Aw, Snarfles! That's the cutest name for a pet. The best name I've ever heard for a dog is Popcorn. I love that name. I love that name for a dog. I will name every dog Popcorn from now on forever. Alright, here we go. We're going to put the queue up on Sturm. Queue up on Sturm. The queue is slightly wrong. I'm going to try. I don't want to move until I'm aware I can do this, because I found out it was my PS4 that was busted and not my capture card. So theoretically, we can stream off the Xbox, so Saints Row is still possible to be streamed, but I don't want to move Devil Summoner. I don't want to move Devil Summoner. So we'll probably do the Saints Rows. I only need to do the first Saints Row, so we'll probably add them in this area right here. But yeah, it's Walking Dead, Walking Dead, Walking Dead, Walking Dead, Walking Dead, and then, yeah, John's requested Mega Man Battle Network. That's going to be a nightmare. Then Ask Creed, Sunrider, and Ask Creed 2. Sunrider might get me banned on Twitch.
Ah! No, this isn't happening! There's no reason for me to go on. What? What am I fighting for?
That's the best line delivery ever. I really believe that he doesn't know what he's fighting for. Anyway, yeah, I might get banned for Sunrider, and you know what? I don't even care anymore. So, yeah, it looks like Battle Network. I will try. Here's the thing. Season 2 is shorter, but probably more painful. So, at the very least, once we get past Season 1, we might even be able to do 2 episodes of stream. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But what I do know is I need to push myself through this crap. You said you wanted to move to YouTube anyway. Yeah, exactly. Look, if I get banned for the Sunriders, I get banned for them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I gotta push myself through it. I will try to stream tomorrow. I will try to force myself to stream tomorrow. That'll be my goal. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, Maid. I have another viewer who just showed up right now. Sorry you came in at the end. I'm not sure who you are, but yeah, thanks for stopping by. We'll finish. We'll be doing episode 5. I don't know if we're gonna do. I feel like 400 days is so short that we should probably do that without it being a separate stream. But I don't want to make that promise because I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can finish it all in one. But anyway, yeah. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great night. I've been Sacrabalic, your envoy of hope. Bye bye.